Like if you gain more knowledge about something, like I can have an immediate opinion on something and say, okay, what I think about this game is X, Y, and Z.
That door
Then all of a sudden
and
I
turn the
start
time
playing games,
out.
I start talking to friends, I start talking to the community,
Chair lock
whatever,
back,
and all of a sudden I'm
screen on
learning
flame.
more and more.
Chat
I'm
go
watching
crazy when they see my name. Eyes red, ready, stack that queue. Patch notes open, got receipts on you. Sweatband on cold, get open. One more run, yeah, the vows still spoken. If the boss got buzz, we expose that truth. Say it straight like a cracked front tooth. Who gon' enter the gaming grindhouse? Fires burn hot while the gears all grind out. Talk that talk, let the rage unwind now. We the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Who gon' enter the gaming grindhouse? Spam that hype, let the voice get loud. From the frame drops down to the cash grab clowns. We the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Let's go! Let's go! Day one disc, I'm still missing 20 gig patch, yeah, someone's fibbing, sticker say gold. Feel straight 10, but I'll dive deep. Peel that grin, speed run scene, got quiet drama. Forums flame like kitchen sauna. If the loot box spin, got odds that lie. Yo, red fight pit while the sparks fly. Why? Who gon' enter the gaming grindhouse? Fires burn hot while the gears all grind now. Talk that talk, let the rage unwind now. We the grace, the news, pull the flavor out. Who gon' enter the gaming grindhouse? Spam that hype, let the voice get loud. From the frame drops down to the cash grab clowns. We the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Load 'em up, one by one. Bad take speed, run from leaks in the cold. To the boards up tight, we stir that pot till it tastes just right. Yeah, who gon' enter the gaming grindhouse? Fires burn hot while the gears all grind now. Talk that talk, let the rage unwind now. We the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Who gon' enter the gaming grindhouse? Spam that hype, let the voice get loud. From the frame drops down to the cash grab clowns. In the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hands on the couch, chat blowing up, trailer in 4K, heart saying shut up. We've heard this speech every few years. Pretty words, same old fears. Can you love what you showed on the screen? Will the dream feel real when we drop in? Cause the clips look wild, yeah, the hype's insane. But can you carry that weight past the opening frame? I wanna see you deliver again. I wanna see you deliver again. Dust on the disc, backlog talk, big box humming, barely used at all. I want that sound, that winding road, not just smoke around a glowing logo. Can you love what you showed on the screen? Will the dream feel real when we drop in? Cause the clips look wild, yeah, the hype's insane. But can you carry that weight past the opening frame? I wanna see you deliver again. I wanna see you deliver again. I'm still here, tagging my hand. One more year, same demand. Don't just tease me with a perfect reel. Give me late night runs, just give me something I feel. Can you load what you showed on the screen? Will the dream feel real when we drop in? If the world's hit hard and the stories land, I'll be right there, controller in hand. Hey! I'm ready for you. Deliver again. I'm ready for you. 100 nights we've crushed the game, where legends are born and nothing's the same. Grind it out hard where champions play. This is gone, we roll our way. Controllers in hand, the pixels ignite. Our passion explodes in the neon light. The grindhouse roars, the crowd won't stop. This is the mountain, we made it to the top. Where legends transcend. We took the road less traveled by far, kicked up the dust, now here we are. Every glitch fought, every boss slain. The grind is forever, no loss in vain. Raise your glasses, break the chains. The grindhouse stands, we've staked our claim. Stillness fades like a forgotten stream, 'cause we're living the ultimate gamer's dream. Thank you for every battle won, for the highs and lows and the blazing sun, where quality rules and the fakes offend. The gaming grindhouse where legends transcend. Thank you for every battle won, for the highs and lows and the blazing sun, where quality rules and the fakes offend. The gaming grindhouse where legends transcend. Load it up! Power on! Whole squad! Game is on! You still talking about maybe? We already in the lobby. Got the screen looking crazy, frame rate feeling godly. Why you scrolling through reviews? We just jumped into the fight. You be lagging on decisions, we be playing all night. Just buy a PS5. Stop thinking, hit confirm. If you want those quality games, you know that's what you earn. Put that rumor, put that doubt aside. Join in or get left behind. If you want those quality games, just buy a PS5. PS5! PS5! Whole crew on the sofa, snacks lying by the chair. New world on the screen like we teleported there. You still stuck on the fence, missing every single drop. You keep saying out of sight, we be shouting at the bar. Just buy a PS5. Stop thinking, hit confirm. If you want those quality games, you know that's what you earn. Put that rumor, put that doubt aside. Join in or get left behind. If you want those quality games, just buy a PS5. Let's ride. What? Why you waiting? Price ain't changing. All that patience, quit playing. Say it with me right now. One time, I'm about to change my life. Just buy a PS5. Stop thinking, hit confirm. If you want those quality games, you know that's what you earn. Put that rumor, put that doubt aside. Join it or get left behind. If you want those quality games, just buy a PS5. 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 PS5.
Yo, what's up, Grinders? Special late night edition. Put out the bat signal. Let them know the Grindhouse is open. Oh man, I had to get this podcast in, man. It is going to be a crazy rest of the week here, and I wanted to make sure that I got my thoughts out and covered the news that's on my mind that wants to grind those gears. So you know what happens when we do late nights, man. Things go wild. So it is a wild night tonight. So definitely uncanny time. So let them know, grinders. Let them all know. Thank you again. Who's coming on in here? What's up, Taran, Nick? What's up, Granddaddy in the house? Alba Gouchard, Otaku. The grinders are here. Yep, Captain Ply, Mr. Tennis, Bahamut. Excuse me. Old man Gaming Guru. What's up? That PSSR upgrade is absolutely bonkers, dude. It is. It is. And you let me tell you something before we get into Mr. Oh, crap. What the hell? Something fell down. Oh, man. Something fell down. It is wild in the Gaming Grindhouse. What's up, D? What's up? Before we get into Mr. Howard, let me talk about that PSSR. Wait a second. Hold on. We got to do it right. It's wild night tonight. We got to do it right. We got to do this right here.
I hope everybody's loving PSSR 2.0. That's right. It's your favorite Mark Cerney. Or the people call me in the streets, the Cerninator. And let me tell you, I've been working hard, real hard. Pause. On that PSSR 2.0. That's right. Put my meme in the chat, please. Mark Cerney is here. I told you all. They all talking about that DLSS 5.0. Bitch, I did it at 2.0. There ain't no 5 iterations. Now you got me cussing. It's a late night and I cussing. But let me tell you, I did it in 2 versions of PSSR. I don't need 5. 5 times. Mark Cerney, second time. That's right, 2.0. It's the upgrade. Bitch. Oh, I cussed again. I'm cussing all the time. Cuss on the Gaming Grindhouse, but I hope you enjoyed it. The PSSR 2 and all the wonderful upgrades that came to the PlayStation Portal is wonderful. You're not worthy. That's right, not worthy. Yes, I do look like Dana Carvey. That's my doppelganger. I don't look like him. He looks like me. That's right. Dana Carvey. He looks like me. I don't look like him. He looks like me. But I hope you will enjoy all the wonderful upgrades coming to the PS5 and a wonderful $700 PS5 Pro showing it's pushing way above its price. Hope you enjoy. Thank you again.
My God. What? Yo. He just came in. I can't believe Mark Cerney showed up. My goodness. Grinders, I can't believe Mark Cerney just showed up. Yo, he flexing. Hit that like button. He's coming in. We got Mark Cerney right in the beginning. He didn't even want to wait till the Grindhouse got cooked. Mark Cerney just wanted to jump right in here and start talking about it. He did it in number 2. He didn't need DLSS 5.0 FSR 4. He's like, I do it in 2. Man, Mark Cerney talking that shit. He's doing that. That's right. Yeah, that's right. No, man. He don't like that Dana Carvey shit anymore. So he's saying that now. He says he looks like him now. Mark Cerney talking. Yo, man, he's flapping, man. Mark Cerney in the house. He cooking. PlayStation been just dropping friggin' updates, man. But let me tell you about my experience at PSSR 2.0. Yo, because listen, I play. That's right. Are you crazy? That's right. That's right. It's wild times in here. It's wild times. What's up, Plus Ultra? How you doing, man? Byron, how you doing, man? What's up for Brizzles in the house? That's right. All the Cernators. There they come. That's how I want to see those Cernators in there. Cephalon, how you doing, man? You're not worthy. We're not worthy. Dark Zone, how you doing, man? But the thing is, I play my PlayStation 5 Pro on the wall. That's right, on the wall at 120 inches. Phil Spencer.
I don't know.
Phil Spencer came in time. My whole wall. I got a laser projector. I got the gaming laser projector. Actually, grinders. We might do something. I got a new projector. The Optima's going up for sale because I went with the gaming projector. I don't even know what the hell I bought, but it was the, it's a triple laser. Dude, I don't need one laser. I do triple lasers. I got, the Optima was beautiful, but now I got the upgrade. Dude, it is sharper triple lasers. Let me go see which one it is. That's what it is. I sold the other one. I got the Hisense. The Hisense, the friggin' IMAX one. So let me tell you, when you're playing, what's up, Lucci? How you doing, man? When you're playing when you're playing these games now and they look sharper, dude, I see it because see, for me, the whole wall. So like, if it's blown up my picture, or triple glaze. That's right, I got triple glaze lasers. Listen, when it shows up, yo, it looks so clean. It is so friggin' clean. That PSSR 2, I booted up Last of Us. Yo, listen. Yo, just buy PS5. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I booted up Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. My eyes burnt on how crystal clear that game is on a 120-inch triple glazed laser projector on the wall. And Naughty Dog is going to cook Gordon Ramsay style on the friggin' balcony with Intergalactic. I'm telling you, yo, we know, listen, we're going to be eating good. We're not going to come back. There's going to be no way back after we get this greatness comes. I'm so hyped. You go boot up Last of Us Part 2 Remastered and look at PSSR 2 and running that thing, dude, Intergalactic, rooftop, we're going to be rooftop barbecue. It is crazy. You want to hear another game? Go boot up Ratchet and friggin' Clank. Where's my friggin' soundbite? Where's my soundbite? Yo, Ratchet and Clank.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit.
Absolute cinema.
Holy Spirit. Activate.
Dude, it looks like it's coming off the wall. I'm like, yo, it looks
Activate.
crazy.
Activate.
Ratchet and Clank, the nuts, whatever the hell it is.
I have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch
Yo,
this.
PSSR 2 on that one. Oh my God. Yote, yes. With all the trees and the grass. Yo, everything looks super sharp. And it's running smooth, dude. It's running smooth. Like, it's not stuttering at 30 frames. It is running smooth. And yo, but I tell you gotta look the freaking PS5 Ratchet and Clank, man. I got through some of them. I started playing it again. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get the platinum in Ratchet. Like, that's how good it looked. It looked so good that I was playing it again. Ratchet and Clank looks absolutely insane. I knew it looked insane before, but my God, it looks super sharp. And I don't know. Holy crap! I didn't even check out Stellar Blade, Lucci. I didn't even check out Stellar Blade. Assassin's Creed I have on PC. Assassin's Creed Shadow, so I don't have that. Wukong I got. Wukong I got to check out. What's up, Neil? How you doing, man? Smooth as Satya's head. Oh man. Yo, The Last of Us 2 looks crazy. It looks friggin' crazy. It looks uncanny. And you got to remember, imagine playing this on an OLED with VRR and stuff. Man, it looks wild too. But man, I play it. What's up, BV? I put this on the wall with my triple lasers. 120-inch screen, dude. It looks like they're in my friggin' room. I could talk to them. And let me tell you this. My game right now, I don't know if it's going to be topped. I'm sure Soros, I'm sure Wolverine's going to do it. But my goodness. Resident Evil 9. That's another game. Yo. I'm taking screenshots. The environments look so crazy, and it looks even sharper on Resident Evil. And not even that, how it looks. Capcom cooked, man. I feel like they perfected pacing and doing dual characters with different views. A first person and doing a third person. It is such a refreshing balance what they have done in Resident Evil 9. Top pause. That's right, Otaku. It's incredible. It isn't. I like, you know, it is the creepiness, and then you have all that tension, and then you just want to get in third person and just start lighting up zombies, and then boom, here comes Leon's part, and Leon, you're cooking, doing one-liners. It's like an action movie, a horror action movie, and then you go back to her, and you're just like, yo, creeping around. It is awesome. I didn't even try Returnal. Oh my goodness, I gotta check Returnal. Demon Souls 2, I heard that looked incredible too. I gotta get to more of them. It is really crazy how much sharper these games are looking when they already look sharp, but they're running because they're running them at high. It's great. And this is one of the things with the Pro. The Pro actually had the AI hardware chip put into it. That was the whole thing for the PSSR, and the fact that they rolled out the 2.0. Which, you know, remember, it's a sneak peek of what AMD wants to do with FSR, with their new FSR. So basically, it's going to be rolling out. AMD is going to be doing, but they partnered with Project Amethyst with PlayStation to do this. So we're getting a sneak peek on a Rebirth. I didn't even play yet. I got to finish it, and I'm so excited that did that. Alan Wake 2 is another one, and guess what? Alan Wake 2 they dropped in PlayStation Plus because I had on PC. So I got that now on PlayStation Plus, man. And no one else too. Like while PlayStation's cooking, dude, the updates to PlayStation and the Portal even got up-resed. Like this. And listen, and this is what I'm saying. We didn't need Gaming Gandalf on stage. We didn't need 100 influencers showing up. We didn't need Mr. I Think showing up. This is what I mean. We didn't need Gaming Gandalf showing up. We didn't need him talking about what he wants to do. Dude, they just said, hey, update, Portal's better now. Update, PSSR 2. And this is the dichotomy that I try to always talk about here, is that Sony just does while Xbox talks. And it's just so refreshing that we don't have to sit there and watch the dumb bastard go back and forth on the stage. What I want to do, we see gamers on PC jerking around. We see people leaving console. Yo, blow it out your ass. PlayStation's cooking with the same hardware. They don't want you to go buy a friggin' PS6 to talk about what they want to do. It's cooking right now with an update overnight. You're sleeping, it comes to you like friggin' Santa Claus. You wake up Christmas morning, you got PSSR 2, you're like, holy shit, everything looks better. I didn't need Mark Cerney to do a 20-minute conference. We didn't need to have influencers fly out there and deglaze and all that shit and have rooftop parties and take pictures with them. Mark Cerney stays in his office and does his goddamn job, and he cooks, and then we get to eat the goods. Oh, I beat Space Marine on PC, Byron. I gotta friggin' play that next. All right, because that just dropped in, dude. It's a fire month too, and that's what I mean. Like, you see the difference. We've been talking about, and shout out to Thrash. Yo, check out Monday's show. It's friggin' awesome. We cooked it was a 2-chef night. It was awesome. Go watch that show. It's blowing up. Everybody watching that show because that was a fire grindhouse on Monday. So go check it out. It's over 3,000 views. It's incredible. Going cooking over there, and check out Thrash's channel. But then, we're talking about the dude on the stage talking about what he sees people leaving consoles and doing. Listen. And then meanwhile, PlayStation just does a tweak on, yeah. There you go. 2.0. Oh, and by the way, the Portal, yeah, super high res. We've optimized it. And they just make the same hardware better and better and better. They're not talking about nobody using it and everybody, we got to move on. No, PlayStation is just releases it and everything's better. So it's just so refreshing after talking about what everybody's like. Is it a console? Is it a PC? And it goes back. Shout out to Porter Rock as well. His show on Sunday, he did a 10-minute video. Holy shit! You guys, you're gonna make me shut down the podcast and go play these games. You hear this? You guys are teasing me here. Pause. Holy shit! Pause. Tell me about all these games I'm going to go try out. You tell me now, Astrobot 2? Holy shit. I'm going to leave. I'm going to turn this thing off. Or you're going to hear me go play in the background, leave the stream running. But he did a show. He did like 10 minutes. And he said just simple words. Portorock just said, simplicity. And that's right. The PlayStation and the Switch offer just, boot this shit up. It looked good. You didn't have to plug in anything into the USB. You didn't have to run to Best Buy to buy some extra shit. You just booted up your goddamn PlayStation 5 Pro. And boom. And they had the games waiting for you. Hit a little toggle. They put it in beta. There you go. And you're playing greatness. Not like just one game does it. We're going to roll it out over the next 2 years. We heard your feedback. We hear you. No. So PlayStation cooking right now with their updates. PSSR 2, it's the real thing, dude. It's the real thing. And it gets you excited for what's coming with Soros, with Wolverine. And that's why exclusives matter. And that's why hardware matters. Thank you so much, Neil. Yes, to over 200 likes. Let's go. Yo, this is a late night Grindhouse. You guys are going to love this one. So get those likes up. Let's go. This one's going to be a special one. So, because it's going to be tough for me to go live. I have a lot of things going on. So I'll try a stream. I might try a stream over the weekend. But yeah, it's going to be pretty busy after today. That's why I wanted to do this late night show. So get on in here, snuggle around the fireplace. We're going to have fun hanging out, just chatting it up and going over some fun stuff. But man, PSSR 2, it works. It just works, man. And it really just shows why you need exclusives. Because that's the thing. Like, now you know that Soros is going to be custom built, emphasizing PSSR 2.0. Wolverine, man. After seeing what Last of Us Part 2 looks like with the new update, sharper as can be, like uncanny sharpness with the performance. It's crazy. And then, that's right, Luncio, cooking tonight. We're cooking. I'm going crazy tonight. We're going crazy. So, thinking what they're going to do with Intergalactic and any God of War updates, like, and Soros, they just dropped a video talking about, before we get into the other stuff, that Soros, they dropped a new video highlighting, here, let me get into this thing. I got my soundboard thing up here. Where's that thing? Yeah, so Soros, dude, they dropped another one today of like really just hyping up the PlayStation features. And this is the thing that comes with the custom cloth.
Greedy audio.
This game's gonna be so good. I like the turn a lot. Gotta take the feedback. Near instant loading speeds at SSD.
The fun is forever. PlayStation.
Huh. And Pragmata, right? That's right. Pragmata comes out next month as well. Yo. And that's what you do. That's the features, dude. That's what you do. And that controller. And what it does, man. Craziness. And that's what you do. You game, you hype up those things. And I can't imagine what PSSR 2 and that movement, man, is going to be. It looks so, like... And the fact that, that they're adding the sound, the music, this game is going to be good. Because I remember with Returnal, man, the sound, and it was like an arcade. It was like such an arcade. Yeah, man. This is going to be... Look at that, you store the bullets, man. Oh, my gosh. And it's going to be... And the fact that... I look the same. Hey, Aaron, you're due.
Hey, Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
He's over there acting the fool. There he is. Hey, Aaron, go play Mario race cars. The hell out of here. Looks exactly the same. What are you talking about? There's a whole different. The whole big. Know what the big difference is with Soros right now? I'm going to tell you, it doesn't look the same. You want to know why? Because you're actually fighting things. You know, in Returnal, you were fighting like voxels. You know, you were fighting just kind of voxel things. Like here, you're actually fighting dragons and actual demons and stuff. Like there's actually enemies that you're fighting, Aaron. Like, you know, you were fighting voxels and you're fighting robots and robot demons. It almost looks a little bit like Doom. Like a Returnal Doom. But, like, see, you're fighting dragon and stuff. Like, in the other game, you weren't fighting that kind of stuff. It was like, it was a little off. I wouldn't be surprised if they say this is part of the Returnal's world, man. Aaron was married on 95. Yeah. But anyway, dude, they hyped that trailer today. Looks so good. Good. Save your money, Aaron. Use it for the $80 Nintendo games that are coming. And then here's the PlayStation News, the PlayStation Extra. You get a Warhammer. Dude, you got to play. If nobody played this game, Space Marine 2, go play that friggin' game. That game is awesome. It is like Gears on steroids. Gears of War. It's incredible. And it has all like hordes in it and stuff like that. It is just a fun, just blow up everything game. So if you have not played Space Marine 2, go play it. That game is awesome. One thing I wanted to call too in here is that Madden is in here. I don't think we ever had an EA Sports game in the game catalog before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we had one in there. Persona 5 Battle Royale and Blasphemous 2. And then they have Space Marine, that one, Blasphemous 2, Metal Eden, Return to Mora. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Astroneer, man, I remember when this game came out on Xbox Game Pass. Oh, man. And then, yeah, PlayStation Premium, a little lacking here. Only one game with Tekken Dark Resurrection. That's a good game, but, like, just one? PlayStation, I see you. I see you, PlayStation, with one game. But before I lose my voice on doing hype up PlayStation PSR 2, but go check it out. We're right there, man, saying hit that like button, grinders. Share it out. Let them know we're there. We do have a goal. I forgot to talk about the goal. I threw up one here because we have a special Starfield song that you may unlock tonight with the super chats over there. So just let you know, a special Starfield song. And guess what? I didn't even hear it. I just wrote it and made it. So we'll see. But speaking of Starfield, yes, Todd Howard is now gracing the quality land. Finally, we could say, and you know, redemption of J-Dub. Shout out to J-Dub if he's out there in the streets. J-Dub, full circle, man. Starfield. And know what's so funny? Yo, what's up, Steven Owen? How you doing, man? Listen. Hey, Ron, chill. No. See, Ron, come on, you know better than that. You really think that I'm going to change my opinion on what Starfield was? Teleporting and loading screens to planets because it's coming to PlayStation. Come on, Aaron. You know better than that. You come here too often. Listen. If you don't remember, because we're going to go back, you know, we're not just going to say, hi, it's coming to PlayStation. Oh, J-Dub cooking, man. He's ready. Because, see, what a lot of people don't realize that maybe not a full-time grinder like some of you, most of you here, is that the Battle of Starfield, before it released, being exclusive and not exclusive, was a huge talking point. No, see, Aaron, yeah, listen where I'm going with this. Hugh, was it exclusive? You don't pay $7 billion to make it exclusive. Sarah Bond makes it exclusive. And the whole point was that Microsoft bought them and told them to stop making the PlayStation versions. And they made this the game of the generation. They launched it at 30 frames per second on the most powerful console, the Series X. They owned Bethesda and launched it at 30 frames. They said it was his vision right there. Uber driver Todd Howard. He don't have a job. He can't drive anybody around now. Asha don't need a car. Asha uses AI jackbot. She uses an AI bot to drive her around. Todd Howard lost his Uber driver when Phil Spencer left, but he used to drive Phil around. Now, Right? Exactly. Retro gaming guys. See? The funny thing now is they got planet-to-planet exploration now. Todd Howard said we don't need it. Just like you didn't need the buggy. Remember, Retro? You don't need the buggy. You don't need the buggy. And then he says, okay, we're going to put the buggy in. He wants you to walk everywhere.
You're my #1 customer.
There you go, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron,
There you go.
where are you?
Drocta with the 2. He goes, I'm going to buy Starfield, download it, and never play it. Oh, shit. Just to have it live on PlayStation. Oh, damn. Now, that is an ultimate trolling. Give it to him. That's right. Buy it and just let it sit there on your library and take screenshots and say, we got your exclusives, biatch. Listen, this game was stopped. Do you remember, Pete Hines, when did they tell you not to make it anymore? It's a talk show all the time. Yo, Todd Howard, come over there.
Hey, Shaggy, grab a bucket
You looking
and
like
some
Shaggy.
Lysol, scrub off my tires. There's fucking dog shit all over by the entrance.
I'm supposed to be picking up scrap.
You'll be picking up your teeth in another second.
Todd Howard looking a little bit like Shaggy. But anyway, these are the funny things. Todd Howard sat here.
Was it technical?
Look at this. Dude, listen. It's got to be tough being a bot. It's got to be tough. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I don't know how these Xbox guys stick around. I don't know if they're giving them freebies under the table or something like that. I don't know what the hell's going on. But my goodness. It is an abusive, devastating thing that Microsoft does to its fan base. And these are not just announcements to PlayStation. Dude, they are making whole production announcements that they want to go to PlayStation and doing their 2.0s, their Game of the Year editions, making them PlayStation versions. Like, dude, this is not even like under the table. We're going to slip it in PlayStation. Pause. Phil, we're going to just put on these games. On the award show, as she's accepting the award, she goes, yes, South of Midnight is coming to PlayStation. Holy. Then they go avowed, we're delaying the 1-year anniversary, the update in December. We're going to do it at the 1 year. And we're going to do it on PlayStation. Oh, man. And then you got Todd Howard at award shows. That's right, Lucci. At award shows. And then you got Todd Howard saying this. But before I say this, I got to go, holy shit. Steven Leone in the house with a 20 VIPs cooking. Yo, Chef Steven Leone is in here. No, Huggy, you can't.
Stop! Enough!
Oh, no, Huggy, you stay in the corner. We're winning. We're winning. Stephen Leone's cooking. He just threw the fire to flames. Get them all, Stephen Leone. Bring them all to the balcony. All to the balcony. You guys are going. Members only balcony. There you go. Woo! Oh shoot, we might have to tweet Asha again. We almost got tweeting Asha. Another 25, 26 more. I'm gonna give you take people to the balconies. Thank you so much, Stephen Leone. I really appreciate it, man. He got a whole bunch of people on there taking them. So what Stephen Leone just granted you is a VIP membership. That gives you access to the music that you hear here in the Gaming Grindhouse, the exclusive Gaming Grindhouse music, special videos that I did some sitting by the fire talking about, like we do some behind the scenes of the Gaming Grindhouse. I do some videos showing you some prints, some technology, hands-on stuff, and answer your questions. And it also gives you access to these awesome emojis where we just made some brand new ones. Here we got a new one, Asha AI. So welcome with your Asha AI. We got Project Booty, and then we also have Wolverine exclusives, which you're gonna be hitting a lot of those. So grinders, enjoy the VIP memberships, and if you want to be one, simply upgrade to a VIP, and you'll be in the balcony with the grinders. But that's right. Soda said the 25th anniversary is on PlayStation, dude. I just said the PlayStation. Starfield 2.0 was the PlayStation version. Like, it's crazy. So, it's not even. There you go, Steve Leone, cooking with Asha AI. There she is. So it's not even like the thing is that it's not even that they're like put the little logo there. We're not going to make a big deal. They are shouting from the rooftop that they're coming to PlayStation. Same thing with Forza Horizon 6. They announced the game and then they're like, "Oh, don't worry, PlayStation fans, it's coming to you too." They didn't even let it get out there on the Xbox. It's tough, man. I don't understand how they still cheer for Xbox when they are getting slapped in the face, kicking the ass, and hitting the nuts.
I can go directly to Blackness.
And they go, "Thank you, may I have some more?" I don't understand it. Triple glazed. And hyping up more hardware. Yo, from Asha AI. I don't get it. They just like it. I don't know why. I don't know. And I don't know if the influencers rub their ass. I don't know what goes on. I don't know what happens at those rooftop parties. I think Frogs told us, shout out to Frogs. What happens? I don't know what goes on over there, but something's happened because they got to be getting something from somewhere. John Wayne, that's right. The John Wayne is here. Because I don't understand how you stay in such a relationship with so much energy when they are just disgracing you in the streets publicly. Dude, Asha, we'll get into it, but my God, we just talked about PSSR updates for the half hour. Well, I'm going to show you what the Xbox update was. Asha said, "We heard you." Oh, my goodness. Wait, what? You got to see what again, a kick in the balls. But now, the game that was exclusive, Game of the Year. There you go. Wait, before I even move, we got facts in the chat. Facts in the chat. Where is it? Huggy? Yeah, you want to read it? Get up. Huggy! Get over here.
You're my number one customer.
Come here, Huggy. Yeah, you facing the wall? Get over here. You face the wall, you come over here. Read this. Come read this. Yeah, read this right here. This one in green. Don John Sean. You see the green. Read it. Get over here. What are you doing? I said, when I call your ass, you get over here. I know you're working on the thing that you can't talk about, but you talk about that you worked on it, but you can't talk about it, but you can't talk about it, but you can't talk about it, but you use about it. Get over here and read that chat. He says they hate PlayStation more than they like Xbox. Oh, he's nodding. He's nodding. He's nodding. But he wants to say something. He wants to tell you. Oh, you want to talk to Don? All right. Don, he wants to say something to you.
Stop. Enough.
All right. But he agreed, though. He agreed. It's on the record. He's nodding. Go back in the corner. Go work on the thing that you can't talk about, but you're going to tell everybody you're going to talk about it, and you're going to talk about it, and then kick me. Okay, go talk about it. Face the wall. Don't look at me. Face the wall. You face the wall. Anyway, thank you. Glassdoor Gamer with the 2. He goes, Glazinia. Oh, man. Glazinia Analytics strikes again. Dude, that is another. Yo, there's so many frauds on the internet, man. Glazinia, I don't know how they're in business. I don't know who uses them, but do not trust them. Do not trust them. But that's exactly what it is, Don John. Hell, shout out to Kid Smooth, but Smooth went out and bought $1,000 PC because he hates PlayStation so much and its fans. He has a PlayStation, but he kicks it. He's like, I'm gonna go buy a friggin' thousands of PC and build something because he hates PlayStation. You knew he crooked. You knew he was gonna say it. That's all he says. He faces the wall. He comes over on a call. But Glazinia, man, yo, we'll see. I didn't even. When I see Glazinia, I don't even know, man. And the guy tweets out there, don't even follow that. That's what he is. He's a one-trick pony. There you go. But I don't get it. And then Todd Howard sitting here, legs crossed. Wait, sitting here, legs crossed. Look at Todd Howard. Here it goes. All right, watch. About the PS5 version.
So, why now? Was it technical limitations? Is there anything you could share on the business side that may have been a hurdle to get to a PS5 port? Granted that, Bethesda is under the Xbox banner.
Sure.
So, is there anything you could share in terms of how you finally got to a PS5 port after all this time?
Well, I think after the game came out, it was obviously a question. It was a question in the audience. It was a question for us. We've always wanted to do it. I would say that. We have a great relationship with PlayStation. We've been there for a long time with our games. So I think with this one, we knew it would be a matter of time. We've been working on it for a while.
Yo. Yo. Oh, you heard that? You heard that? Oh, okay. Get over here. All right, you could come over here. Go ahead. You heard that? You heard what he said? Yeah, you heard that? Huggy wants to say something.
Stop! Enough!
All right, get back over there. I'll get back over there. You know, like, he don't like his games going to PlayStation, but he don't like it, man. He twitching in the corner. He twitching when he heard that. He twitching. Man. But the one line out of here, that's right, not like this. Not like this.
One of the things I really love about being here is the families that are here.
Yo.
And we see.
Oh, man. Dude, this is. Where's Asha with the hear you? She should be hanging out in the back. Hear you. Yeah, she heard everybody. Yeah, she heard everybody. Hear you. Yeah. Asha AI. Again, the Asha-ness. Listen, yo. One of the things that I took from this quote, we'll listen to some of the interview, but listen to this.
Limitations. Is there anything you can share on the business?
This guy, first off, IGN doing their horse shit again.
I don't play this game.
Again, IGN doing their horse shit. This guy over here trying to feed Todd Howard some excuses. And Todd Howard didn't bite. Todd Howard said, yeah, it was some technical limitation. This guy was listing excuses for Todd Howard. He was leading him. Like, okay, was it technical? Was it bit? You're owned by Xbox. Like, what? And Todd Howard's sitting there. Look at Todd Howard, man. He's staring into this man's soul with his Richard Simmons haircut. Oh, shit. Rest in peace, Richard Simmons. This is the new Richard Simmons. Todd Howard looking Richard Simmons, staring at him. Like, all right, I'm going to tell you. He's very Richard Simmons. Todd Howard didn't even budge, dude. Todd Howard didn't even budge. He's giving the Richard Simmons look. And he's like, no, he's like ready to deliver the news. He did not twitch. He did not twitch at all. He did. Todd Howard didn't even budge, man. Look at Todd. Yo, it's uncanny. It is uncanny that Todd Howard is rocking a Richard Simmons haircut. It is craziness. The perm is wild with him. Todd Simmons. It's into the oldies. Get those knees up, everybody! Yo, Todd Howard, man, where is he? Yo, the haircut is uncanny. Where is this? Hold on. Maybe the youngins don't know who Richard Simmons is. But my goodness. Sweating to the Todd.
You're my number one customer.
Yo, he stares him down, man. He stares him down. He got a full-ass Richard Simmons. That's what he always does. Yo, man. He's staring at this guy like he don't budge. He don't budge. Let's say, yo, Todd Howard, look at this. Rocking the Richard Simmons haircut. Holy crap, Todd Howard. Who does your hair? Sweating to the oldies, high knees. Come on, everybody. Shout. Get your hands up and shout. Come on, everybody. Shout. Get your hands up and shout. Come on now. Come on, if you say you will. Knees up. Anyway. Todd Howard, Richard Simmons. Oh, man. Yo, he's standing to this man's soul. Look at him.
Why now?
Look at him. Look at that. He's not moving. He's not moving. He's not moving. Glenn's no gamer with the 2. He goes, Starfield can be boring and pro enhancement. Yo. Cerney's pissed off that it's coming over there. He's like, after they just hyped up Saros with instant loading, he's going to be like, oh, shit, we got Starfield coming over here. Oh, man. That's going to make my SSD look like ass. That loading SSD. Mark Cerney's pissed. He don't drive Uber. Jack, he's not an Uber driver anymore. He's not an Uber driver anymore. Phil Spencer's gone. Asha AI uses Johnny Cab. Where can I take you? She's got Johnny Cab. Asha AI. She don't need him anymore. He was driving Phil around with his jacket. Mr. Uber driver. But look at him just, he knew it was coming. He's like, I'm not hiding anything, man.
Why
Look
now? Was it technical limitations?
This guy's
Is
giving
there
him
anything
all
you
the
can share on
shit.
the business side that may have been a hurdle to
Look
get
at him, look at
to
him.
a PS5 port? Granted that, Bethesda is
Richard
under
Simmons
the
not moving.
Xbox banner.
Sure.
So is there anything you could share in terms of how you finally got to a PS5 port after all this time?
Well, I think after the game came out, it was obviously a question. It was a question in the audience. It was a question for us.
That's the one that I want you to hone in on, Grinders. Grindhouse Foundry. After it released, it was a question for the other people. It was a question for us. Huh? It was a question for them. So that means that they wanted to. He says they always wanted to.
Question. It was a question in the audience. It was a question for us.
A question for us. Were they not happy with it in Game Pass? Were they not happy with the sales and the reception? Were they not happy with the piece of crap Series S Booster Edition? Very interesting how these studios that were just scooped up and spent billions on, they don't seem to be very happy being owned by Microsoft. Don't you get that sense? They're so excited to bring games to PlayStation. They don't seem to have the joy of like Microsoft gave them all the ingredients to cook a banger. They always sound like they're frustrated. They always sound like we always wanted to do this. It was a barrier. That Microsoft owning them was a barrier. Right? They don't seem happy, Sodas. They don't. They don't seem happy. They seem glorious that they're coming to PlayStation. It really is. And again, this is not even like, hey, we're so excited about bringing these updates to Xbox. It's going to be great for the people that bought the game and all this other stuff. And yeah, it's coming to PlayStation. Yeah, we'll announce it after the fact. No, he says this.
We've always wanted to do it. I would say that. We have a great relationship with PlayStation. We've been there for a long time with our games. So I think with this one, we knew.
We always wanted to do it. We have a great relationship with PlayStation. Microsoft spent $7 billion, sat around the table with Todd Howard and friends, talking about exclusives. And where is that? Todd Howard. Watch. Bethesda, Microsoft, Round Table, whatever the hell they called it. Circle Jerk. Aaron Greenberg was there. Friends and friends. Yeah, here it is. Let's see how time has changed, Grinders. This is the fun part. That's why we don't know what's going to happen here. But here you go. We're going to have some cooking.
What this might be, and I wonder if you could start by sort of giving us your own words on how did this all come about?
Yeah, what an exciting time for our fans. I see it in the community. I see it in the industry. People
listen, Grinders. Phil Ness never dies. It's always there.
Want to know what's going to come. We're bringing all of these creative teams together. We know at Gamers Play Games, and we knew our focus on our first party and our ability to build great games for Xbox fans was critically important to not only where we are, but where we're going. And the conversations we've had with you and the team here over the years have been instrumental to what we've done to date. So the opportunity to strengthen that relationship even further, starting now, will just be awesome.
Man, oh man. Phil became the Donnie D of this generation. Oh man, isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy? Phil Spencer became the Donnie D of Xbox. Donnie D's not to blame anymore. Now it's Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer.
You're my number
the
one
Phil Ness
customer.
never dies. It lives on. Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer are the new Donnie D's and Donnie Diet of this generation. Phil Ness returns. I was like, D with the 10. He goes, did you see Moore's Law is dead? Guests talk about Nintendo's dev kits. Their email response time and throttling patches from devs really doesn't fit the third-party narrative. No, I didn't even see that. When did that come out? You gotta put the link. I gotta see that. Nintendo. Their email response time. What, are they just ignoring third party and focusing on their first party D? Is that what they're doing? That's wild, dude. I did not see that yet. Jabroni's back. We got Marty McFly. He's back from the future. Yo, Marty, Jabroni, Marty. You didn't tell me about this. You didn't tell me Starfield was coming here. You could have told us back then, Marty. You went to the future, came back.
I mean, we're finally here.
Look at this.
Like, I feel like we've been building.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, the last. Oh, man.
Building towards this day forever.
Nintendo don't care about third party, man. They care about Mario and their movies.
You know, we get that because we got a lot of questions, all of us, over the months about, well, what are you going to do here? What are you going to do here? And we said it a couple times, but I'm not sure everybody heard it.
They didn't believe us,
we weren't able, like, there was no decision-making going on between the organizations. You guys have been running as Bethesda for all this time. We've been, which, like you said, seems like it's been a long time. We've been running as Xbox, so now we can actually start to sit down and really build our plans together. And that, I can't wait.
This is day
awesome.
one. I mean,
yeah.
But it is fun to see. People just can't
Greenberg.
believe it's real. Even the official announce, like seeing fans retweet, I still can't believe this is real. And the excitement of what this means for gamers, what this means for dev teams, like, you know, for us, like we could not be more excited. We've worked with you guys for years. We've been fans for years, but now, like, we're family, and that's a really exciting thing.
First of all, what does it do, man? What did it do? You get the PlayStation anyway. Oh, man.
Build a great Project Scarlet. I want people to feel like they can have.
They're like, oh, we're bringing these. Dude, first off, all these Bethesda games were going to Xbox anyway.
Helmet, what's going on? Sanders, what's going on? It's MMmmm. She's gone from suck to blow. What? They're getting all their air back. Do something. Do something. Do something.
Dude, they were coming to Xbox anyway. Starfield was going to, everything was going to Xbox. Doom was coming. What did you do? And look what happened. They wanted to put it on PlayStation.
No shit.
You did nothing. You had something and did nothing. You brought Redfall to the Xbox. Redfall was so horrible that True Virgil doesn't even come back to the channel anymore. Redfall was such an embarrassment that True Virgil left with his nuts.
I can go directly to Blackness.
And never came back. Because the vampires got stuck around picnic tables live on the Gaming Grindhouse. True Virgil left the channel. He don't even come here anymore. Of a disgrace of Redfall, 30 frames. Then Starfield, Game of the Generation, 30 frames. You had Janky Jones and IHOP.
The buried treasure is gemstones of juice.
You bought them for $7 billion so I could eat juicy berries of Janky Jones on pancakes? That was where $7 billion went, so I could have an IHOP breakfast with Janky Jones and Janky Jones coffee. That's where the money went. You know, without owning them, we couldn't give you the Janky Jones breakfast at IHOP. You did nothing, bitch, with any of this stuff. You had the keys to the... You tried to make exclusives, and you fell flat on your face with that.
Of team calls and getting to know each other. So thank you for
Let's
both.
hear what this is.
We'll go. Thing, but,
I like it.
Technology bear.
Oh, there he is. Oh, Sarah Bond was there too. Oh, shit. Yo, the whole crew was there. The whole Mickey Mouse crew was there.
Our team's build and our partner.
Man, they had the whole crew there, man. They had Sarah Bond showing up. Man, she was there too. I forgot she was back there.
We ain't found shit.
And through the, you know, the power of our console.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
Did he just say the power? Oh, no. And he's talking about PC and cloud. Yo, Phil Spencer, man. Yo, we're going to miss you, Phil. We're going to miss you, man.
And solve those problems really.
What do you want, Richard
together.
Simmons?
And something I want to build on there. Our aspiration is to have literally billions of people experience the great games that both our teams build and our partners. And through the the power of our console and PC and xCloud and that continued growth that we have, my aspiration, my goal, my hope is that the next games that come out of Bethesda will be the most played games in the history of the studio's organization. It's
ouch. The next, yo, man, Phil Ness. The next game's coming out best. There was Redfall and Starfield. Oh, yo, what are we doing here with this? Oh my God.
You know, it is about reaching more players, as you say. It's about games that are played.
Reach arounds.
And finding those players wherever they are as we continue to expand the great capability of gaming to more and more people. That I think is just that's going to be so fun to watch as people around the planet get more and more ability to experience the things that Bethesda is capable of building.
Hey, Sarah, so when Phil starts talking about this ecosystem and widening the number of people that are able to play games like ours, obviously as somebody who's in charge of partnerships, that's a pretty giant undertaking.
She was in charge of partnerships. Asha, who's your partnership person now? Let's add it to, Grind, we got to add it to the list. Sarah Bond was their partnership person. Who's their new partnership person? Gaming Gandalf is the VP of Next Generation. Who's the president? These are the questions that we ask, the hard questions. Dusty Bin has to ask these kind of questions.
Of the number of people that you're now dealing with, what does Bethesda being part of Xbox now do for you in terms of the partnerships that you're making and how you're able to grow Xbox beyond its current boundaries to something much bigger and broader?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like this fundamental acceleration to our vision, like the ability to actually make it possible for someone to play Bethesda games, on any device, if it's PC, if it's console, but also a mobile device or any other type of smart screen in the future is just incredible. And, partners look at you guys partnering with us and they feel even more passionate about that vision. And so it dramatically accelerates our ability to just reach players around the world.
Can I jump on that?
Oh, Sarah, beyond hardware shops, streams in the cloud, no wires to tie, games on the go,
Sarah.
reach the
Pull one out for Sarah, man. They did her dirty.
old ways are fading, tech keeps changing, no more waiting, future rearranging, digital landscape.
Poor Sarah, man. That's right. I was just about to say that, Richard. When they just pulled back, dude. Look at this. What's crazy is that the two people there, Aaron. There's a picture. Aaron Greenberg and Todd Howard. Huh? They're all gone. They're all left. They think I'm freaking. Yo, this guy. Yo, there's a new meme. What are we supposed to do here? They got Aaron Greenberg and Todd Howard left, dude. They got the kids running the company now. Oh shit, they're all gone. What a great partnership. The partnership dissolved. There's nobody left. There's nobody there. Sarah gone, Phil gone, Pete Hines is gone. Oh man. All they got is an ass. Yo. Matt Booty's not even at this thing. He's sitting there going, I'm gonna run this shit one day. Oh, clapping those cheeks. Matt Booty's sitting there watching all these dudes like this.
Are we gonna get some information on what you all are doing together now that you're starting? So, Los, Cerney, what can they expect?
Matt Booty watching there going, I'm gonna own all you. My cheeks are coming.
Well, one I want to get through today.
Oh shit, there, Matt Booty!
The community.
Oh, Matt Booty was there.
What a great segue, because Games and Studios is what we're here to talk about. Joining us from Washington is the head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty. Matt, welcome.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Good. Matt, for folks who may not be familiar with you, tell them a little bit about what you do, your career, how you got to Xbox. Tell us about Matt Booty.
Well, I've got Yeah, I've got the great privilege of working with all our teams across Xbox Game Studios, all the teams, all the studios, all the great people.
What's going on?
Coming up on 11 years here at Xbox, working with the team and working with Phil, and had the good fortune to work on things like bringing Mojang into Xbox and also many of the studios that we've added over the last 5 to 6 years.
Sorry, that studio, you said Mojang? It sounds familiar. Did they make anything? Oh, the Minecraft guys, right.
Small team.
Yeah, maybe Minecraft.
Just
maybe
a little
you've heard of it.
Just a little thing like Mojang. And Phil was mentioning that you're kind of the Katamari of studios, that basically you've added how many studios now to Xbox Game Studios? 6?
Yeah, well, we've grown quite a bit. We're at 15 now, so we've added 7 over the last few years.
7? That's
more than double.
That's one of many nicknames Phil's got for me.
Oh, shit! Oh, Phil called them names! Oh, shit!
Let me see that booty drop.
Oh, man. That's why Phil got fired. Oh, man, that's what happened. That's why Phil got fired. He called them different names. Oh, shit. Oh, man, this guy cracking up. He's like, this guy's name is Ass. Ah, this guy named Booty. Oh, shit. Look at Pete Hines, man. He never laughed so hard in his life. He goes, look at this guy. Yo, this guy really walking around with that name? Oh, shit. My name is Booty Gump. Mama always said, I Katamari at studios. I like to go Xbox. I'm Matt Booty. I work at Xbox. Mama said I'll be good at Xbox. A Booty Gump. My game studios are like a box of chocolates. I never know what games are going to come out when. But it's great here at Xbox. You said I'm running the studios. I think I just paid myself. Fucking Booty Gump. This guy laughing. Yo, Beeline's cracking up. He goes, look at his ass. It's an Xbox. It's an Xbox of chocolates. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the bus. Yo, this guy cracking up. You want to know why he's cracking up? You didn't hear it. This is why he's cracking up. Fucking Matt Booty said Phil Spencer calls him a bunch of shit names.
Studios that basically you've added how many studios now to Xbox Game Studios? 6?
Yeah, well, we've grown quite a bit. We're at 15 now, so we've added 7 over the last few years.
7? That's
more than double.
That's one of many nicknames Phil's got for me.
Oh man, they goofing on him. They goofing on him. Oh, that's why Booty stayed there. Look at Phil. Phil's like, yeah, I got the quote. Hit the like button. I got the quote. I got the quote right here. Phil called him different names. I got Phil's quote here. Right here. Where's Phil's quote? This is Phil Spencer. Where is it? I got him right here. Where is it? This is what Phil Spencer used to call him right here.
You mean you changed it to the tree?
Yeah, used to be shithouse.
Oh man, Phil used to call him shithouse. Oh man, Phil. Look at Phil cracking up, man. But he's like, Phil got names for me. Yo, I'm sure Phil does. That's why he's not there anymore. Booty called HR. I'm gonna call HR on you, Phil. You call me too many names. It's not nice. Mama always said you don't call me not names. It's not nice. You call me that names. Matt Booty Gump. My name's Booty Gump. You don't call me those names, Phil. That is not nice. Phil's like, I'm gonna call you asshole and shithead. Oh, and shitface. That's not nice. Look at Phil, man. He's cracking up, man. They're cracking up. They're roasting Booty right now. Yo, Matt Booty said they called him a bunch of names, and Phil Spencer cracking his ass up. I never saw Phil Spencer laugh so hard.
Studios that basically you've added how many studios?
That's why Booty stands alone. He's like, bitch, you called me names all these years. You called me names shithouse. Well, now you're in the shithouse. Booty's out of there. Just say Phil's out of there. Sarah's out of there. And Booty stands alone with Asha AI. He goes, I run this shit now. I'm now the
Great ass.
ass. He's the great ass. And all you guys left. That's because they made fun of him. See? You don't make fun of Booty Gump.
Out to Xbox Game Studios? 6?
Yeah, well, we've grown quite a bit. We're at 15 now, so we've added 7 over the last few years.
7. That's
more than double.
That's one of many nicknames Phil's got for me.
You mean you changed it to the train?
Yeah, used to be shithouse.
And that booty blues probably has gone cold, and you made Xbox lose their way with Halo. Stinky tears and spreading blood, trash finger strikes again.
I told you, it's a wild shit, dude. It's a wild shit. Yo, Phil, like, when he's like, that's one of the many names. Yo, you can imagine Phil got a lot of names for him. He's like, stank. Phil's like, I could go on. I called him shit face, stank ass, skin mock. Busted ass, busted cheeks. When Booty's talking to me, I tell him to stop clapping. Oh, man. And I tell him, go talk to your brother Harry. I was like, oh, no. Booty's like, that's not nice. He goes, don't talk about Harry Booty like that. Oh, shit. Oh, no, not Harry Booty. Oh. Like, Mom didn't know. She named him Harry. It's like, well, she called him Harry Booty. No, no. Phil called him shit finger. Oh, man. Anyway, always glorious to go visit the Phil Ness. But my goodness. That was what this deal was supposed to be. And then this is what it turned into.
Audience, it was a question for us. We've always wanted to do it. I would say that. We have a great relationship with PlayStation. You know, we've been there for a long time with our games. So I think with this one, we knew it would be a matter of time. We've been working on it for a while.
Booty got the last clap. That's right. Booty got the last clap. Hit that like button, grinders. Booty watched them all leave. He's like, toodaloo. He's like this. He goes, I'm going to own you, Phil. You call me names. I got you. And Booty stands alone, man. That's it. Imagine Todd Howard saying this around that round table about the PlayStation.
Well, I think after the game came out, it was obviously a question. It was a question in the audience. It was a question for us. We've always wanted to do it. I would say that. We have a great relationship with PlayStation. You know, we've been there for a long time with our games. So I think with this one, we knew.
We always wanted to do it, man. Craziness. Craziness. That they resorted to that, man. But they wanted to. Oh, what's Dusty Bin have to say about this?
Experience would be some things that they could do that could possibly improve the Xbox experience would be, just off the top of my head, I do think that they could make some games exclusive. If PlayStation isn't going to be releasing any of their exclusives on other platforms, but if Sony's going to play that game, why shouldn't Xbox? Dusty Bin said, why did that is right. Starfield is finally coming out on the PlayStation 5. Phil Spencer said there were no more red lines, and now we know that is the truth because Starfield has been added to the list of games coming over to PlayStation. Some things that they could do that could possibly improve the Xbox experience would be, just off the top of my head, I do think that they could make some games exclusive.
Cookies. I don't wanna care the same. I don't wanna act you way. I don't wanna make you cry. I just ought to day you say that I don't wanna be your plan. Got been wanted you, so wanted you. Cause Dusty Bin said, why did he?
could possibly improve the Xbox experience.
Can you imagine flying all the way to San Francisco to listen to Gaming Gandalf talk about what he wants to do, and everybody going to PC, nobody playing on an Xbox, and coming back, and then Starfield gets announced with, like, again, it is not like the bootleg version. It is like the premiere version. Phil, tell us more about it.
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Yo, you cannot write. He specifically went on the...
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Listen, this is not AI.
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones. They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones. They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
They're already going after Asha AI. Asha, have your first move this is February 23rd. Asha, have your first move as Xbox CEO be canceling Starfield for PS5, and you will be seen as a legend for the Xbox community instantly. 2 hours ago. RIP Xbox.
Another one.
Xbox can't compete as they are getting washed in console.
But it's still
crushed in cloud and now.
You can't make this up, Marvel. You can't.
With PC handhelds, oh no, they suck again. They suck again.
Yeah, Asha, she hears you. Yo, they crawled up that Asha. That's such an ass, man. Here's Aaron Greenberg sitting around that table. We've tried to be clear as possible. It's not a timed exclusive. This is simply where it's being made. Remember this? Starfield will be launching exclusively on Xbox. This is what you guys don't realize, how specific Microsoft was. What this is not coming to PlayStation. We will be launching exclusively, and everybody goes launching, so that means it's timed exclusive, right? Game Pass members can play it day one, and it goes, see, now that you said launching exclusively, they will come back saying it will be released later on other platforms. Greenberg goes, we have tried to be as clear as possible, not a timed exclusive. This is simply where the game is being made. And then the guy goes, it's timed, like Tomb Raider in 2014. You said the same thing. Yo. And it all came from Pete Hines. Look, this is all the drama that a lot of people forgot because Starfield sucked ass, that everybody forgot. Before Starfield came out, there was so much drama with the exclusivity of Starfield. Like, this was the next coming. This was the thing that was going to put Xbox back on the map, because Xbox fans thought that they had something that everybody wanted, Starfield. And then it turned out nobody wanted it. And not even Todd Howard. If you look, that's why I want to take us back. That's why I took us back to the video. That's why I'm showing this, because it is so, you can't write this stuff any better. This needs to be a book on the way, the mishandling of these studios, the way they were glazed, the way they teased their fans something was going to come and nothing came of it. And now that they came full circle, and they even come out and did the best version with all the content of Avowed, of Starfield, of Janky Jones, the 60 frames of Hellblade 2. Like, it doesn't stop. Every game that has released on PlayStation was the better version. The Xbox version was launched busted. 30 frames for Hellblade, you're gonna like it. It's an artistic design. 60 frames when it launches on PlayStation. Starfield, 30 frames. 60 frames comes later, after they told you 30 frames is good. Pete Hines didn't want to make it exclusive. There are Xbox brands exist on other platforms, first and foremost. I think it's most important. Minecraft did not stop existing once Mojang got bought, Hines said. It's a massively played game, and all these other platforms. And it's not a sorry, you're never going to get anything by Bethesda again. Certainly, there are going to be things you're not going to be able to play on PlayStation. Hines mentioned how Starfield was announced as an Xbox exclusive, but he suggested that the door may not be entirely shut as Bethesda games coming to PlayStation in some capacity. He said, Starfield, it was announced as a thing that's Xbox exclusive. I don't know if I would go as far as to say we're ever done playing stuff on PlayStation again, but again, I don't know the answer to that right now. How crazy it is that we come back now in 2026, and Todd Howard said it was a question for us as well. It's crazy. You see the mismanagement of how these acquisitions went through. Call of Duty is another one that's in the dust. From the worst Call of Duty under Microsoft. Thanks, you delivered the worst Call of Duty. And lost tons of money. But it's crazy on how mismanaged the whole situation was. Like, they thought that the exclusivity, they thought it was going to... Nothing. Didn't matter to anything. It didn't happen. Redfall was a disaster. Exclusive that game was. And remember, Starfield and Redfall got delayed almost a whole year. Another mismanagement. Got delayed almost a whole year and came out at 30 frames. And busted with loading screens and glitches, the Bethesda charm, all that crap. Then Starfield had an opportunity to redeem itself with the DLC that people pre-ordered when it launched. That DLC was worse than the game itself. Then they took a break. They skipped a whole year. Polishing, fixing. Then Todd Howard comes out and hypes up DLSS 5.0, the glazed version. Xbox don't do DLSS. Project Helix doesn't do DLSS. You just had people come from the Future of Xbox showcase at GDC. And the next video, the next day, Todd Howard's hyping up NVIDIA chips. The next day after he hypes up NVIDIA chips, he's hyping up Starfield coming to PlayStation. They're owned by Microsoft. They're owned by Xbox. It is wild. But guess who owns ZeniMax now? Tim Stewart, the money guy. The guy who said that their competitors were not competitors anymore. Remember? And people thought that Tim Stewart was only talking about Call of Duty. Now Tim Stewart runs ZeniMax. Wild, right? That's right, Otaku. 30 frames on the most powerful console. What a disaster. What a train wreck. But they was, nope, exclusive. And what did Miss Sarabon say? What did Miss Sarabon say? We have her right here. The lovely Sarabon. What did she say?
Breaking game. And yes, it's exclusive.
That was the first release date. Look at that. It was supposed to come out 11/11/2022. It never did. It came out the summer or September of the following year. 2022 was dead. With all those studios that Booty said he bought, all those 15, 17 studios, dude, 2022 was a ghost town. Nothing. I think they had Pentiment.
Game. And yes, it's exclusive.
Craziness.
All that. So take me through the journey of determining how to update Starfield since launch.
Yeah, it's a great question because there's so much in the game. There's kind of so much that we could do, so much the team wants to do, so much the fans want. You know, I think as we went into sort of, as we call it, year 2, there were the creations thing and the faction quests with Trackers Alliance that we have been working on and finding out the right way to kind of bundle those together. And then we have all the other features we want to do, from like the Elder gameplay to ship modules to other things. And then we start looking at, well, you could kind of chop that up and release them like this. But, you know, is there a collective way we can kind of do these things as one? And then you have the story with Terran Armada. And that really stemmed from changing the games that we've been, you know,
developing Elder Scrolls 6, and you're continuing to update Starfield.
You know what's crazy too? Like, and I really don't care about the Starfield shit. Like, it's just crazy it's coming to PlayStation. Looks like Redfall's the only, exactly. Alex Gaming, Redfall's the only Xbox exclusive. Yeah, Redfall and Crossfire X. Those Xbox exclusives. There you go. The worst games ever. Richard says, Grindhouse, do you think Microsoft will be selling Bethesda off? I don't. I think they're gonna wait to Elder Scrolls, dude. But what I think is so funny is that there's a lot of talk about a game that they really like, that's really not officially shown yet. Like him, like we're all, and I really think that this is it for Starfield. Like this is the swan song. Like it is it. Like they're just putting it out there. This is kind of everything, and they're closing the book on Starfield, and now it's all Elder Scrolls because he says the whole team is working on Elder Scrolls now. So Starfield was it's crazy how long Starfield was in development, dude. It was in development for like before Microsoft bought them. It was like announced like at E3 2008 or some shit like that, or 2018 or something. Yeah, I think it was like 2000. Bethesda had a showcase at E3. That's when Starfield was announced. It was in development like 5-6 years, dude. And honestly, what's crazy about it is that like two of their most solid games, I wouldn't say Ghostwire, and I didn't care for them so much, but review-wise, the friggin' was Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, which were PlayStation exclusives early in the generation. Like, that was like a huge thing. That was a game of the year, I think, up there, like crazy reviews for Deathloop. And they weren't owned by anybody. They just partnered with PlayStation and made it exclusive. And then the whole, like, Starfield was going to be exclusive next after that partnership with Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, and then that's where Phil's like, we're buying them because Sony's gonna take exclusive games away from us. And look what happened. He bought them and he gave us Redfall and Starfield. Like I don't know, man. Bleeding Edge was Ninja Theory, dude. Angel. That was Ninja Theory's first game with Microsoft. Phil took that out of the trash. They bought these studios. Look at Compulsion Games. It took 7 years for them to come out with South to Midnight. And it took them a year to put it on PlayStation. It took them 6 years to make South to Midnight, a $40 game that got released. And then it took them a year to say, yeah, we'll put this on PlayStation. They were owned by Microsoft for 6 years. They bought them in 2018. Craziness. They mismanaged all their studios. All their studios. Booty was in charge. And they mismanaged them all. Exact. State of Decay's another one. 2017, they purchased that studio. 2018. It was one of the first studios announced. Still no State of Decay 3. Not even in January. Craziness. Crazy. Years, man.
What is it about a next-gen console do you actually need and or want?
That's a great question. I think, look, we've been fortunate. We see that stuff really, really early.
Yeah.
And it's tricky for, we'll say, console manufacturers, whoever they are. They have to take a very long view of development when you sort of tape out on a chip, how you call that timing and cost, and then what does it look like 5 or 10 years after that. So it's really, really tricky kind of thing to maneuver both technically and business-wise when anyone is making a system like that where you're gonna lock it down. Our approach has always been, and because fortunately we've had such a PC audience, and we're doing it more and more going forward, which is to cast a wide net technically, to both take advantage of the very high end, but allow the game to scale down and handle. You look at handhelds now, you look at how popular those are becoming, and I think you're gonna see more of that and lower powered devices, lower powered where, say you're traveling and you wanna, underclock that thing in a certain way. We want our games to be able to handle that. So I think more than anything,
is that why the characters look like
forward, we're less about, we are gonna make the game and tie it to this spec, which we would sometimes do in the past, so particularly in the 360 area per se, where you might be really constrained. Now they're powerful enough, and you're looking at those different scopes of things where instead of constraining ourselves, we're widening it. Does that make sense?
And so on the
So he's making an excuse for why his games don't look like ass. I don't know now. Now I'm worried about Elder Scrolls 6, dude. I don't want to hear scalable for a handheld. Todd, Richard Simmons. Clown.
question of tech also, we talk about still sticking with creation.
That's why he's using that old ass engine from 1,000 years ago.
Creation Engine 2 with Starfield, but moving to a third iteration of the engine with Elder Scrolls 6. What are the things that you need out of a third iteration of creation as you are building a new game for it?
Gosh, I don't want to spoil too much. I mean, look, you get your whiz-bang rendering shiny pixel stuff that everyone would expect. And I think the change to Creation Engine 2 from where we were for Starfield was such an, upheaval for what we were doing. We felt coming out of that we could have managed that better. So going into Creation Engine 3, I can't say enough about our tech staff and how they've handled that transition so that we can still be making a game while that is going on. I think it's, again, as we look at future tech, I already mentioned casting a pretty wide net and scaling way up and also down. I think there are things outside of the rendering that you would expect as it comes to data systems, how our worlds load, how they load content and present things of high detail close to the camera without spoiling it, So there's some foundational things that we felt we wanted to do the things we're doing in the future. And then obviously, like I said, all of the sort of...
Oh, so you shipped ass. Okay. So yeah, you saw all those loading screens and you thought that was acceptable.
Graphics rendering things, but I think a lot of gamers, they were reacting to what's on the screen as they should, but a lot of people think that is engine. And so with the actual rendering, like the pixel shaders and everything that's happening, that's actually a smaller part of an engine than people think. The engine deals with data structures and loading and AI and save states and platform, like all of these things that go into an engine are far more than just.
Hold on, I gotta put this. This has to go into the Grindhouse filter. All right, hold on. I'm putting this through the Grindhouse interpreter. Processing. Output. What is he talking about?
Bullshit.
Thank you. All right, Todd Howard, we're done with you. I'm done with you. You don't even get to talk after the loading screens on Todd on there. Do a Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies.
And eventually, it's long. You eventually get it all. Whereas you look at a 76 with cards, there's a scarcity, a lot of games.
Oh my God, bring it up 76.
We're usually going to start smaller.
That's the meta score.
And we can have pre-productions, we'll call it for like 2 years, sometimes 3 years, with a smaller staff to make sure we know what we're doing before we put a lot of people on it. That might be not wasting time, but doing work where everybody feels this might get redone. Some of that is necessary when you're making a new game, particularly a new IP.
There's the buggy that they added that they said nobody wanted.
Like some of this work is going to get redone. We sort of want to minimize that, do enough of that. And then once we have some runway, we've been fortunate to sort of balance. And then, a lot of the team members and our partners outside are coming onto a game. Like we're at that point with Elder Scrolls 6, where the bulk of the studio is on it. A lot of our partners are on it. And we know, hey, this is what we're doing. So that's a good place to get to. But, a game like Fallout 76, going into its 67th update, full team on that. So
that's impressive. Hold on, wait a second. Fallout 76, are they going to stop at 76 updates? It's 67th update.
You idiots!
67th update. That's something to be excited about.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Go! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
70. I'm waiting for 76 updates.
Keep firing, assholes!
My goodness, Todd Howard. A bunch of nothing. A bunch of tell me lies and just waste o time. Craziness, Mr. Howard. But yes, it's coming. They heard everybody. It's coming. April 7th. It releases.
You're my #1 customer.
April 7th. Just because a gamer doesn't understand how a game engine works doesn't mean the gamer cannot give honest feedback about not liking design choices. Exactly. Yeah, he's pandering to the audience. That's right. He's trying to understand, like, oh, you guys don't understand. Like, that's not the engine. So he's making excuses. Thank you, Warawana. He's making excuses for the engine. So is the loading not part of the engine? The fact that it has to load assets, load the spaceship, load a planet. Is that all like, oh, that's not the engine's fault? It's somebody's fault. Guess who's not? Guess whose fault it's not? There you go. I'll tell you the answer. Whose fault? Who is not at fault? Us, the gamer. It's not our fault. That's on you. I don't give a shit if it's the engine. I don't care if it was your designer. I don't care if it was somebody shitting your coffee. I don't care if it was because you lost electricity. All I care about is that it's not my fault. It's your fault as the creator, as the designer. You put all that shit together and ship the product with a price tag on it. Doesn't matter how I interpret it. That's the product that you put on shelves and you put in Game Pass. It's all on you. I don't give a shit if it's your engine, not the engine, not the pixels. I don't care whose it is. It's you're the problem. And how did the engine affect the DLC being horrible and the story being ass? Did I write the story? Did I interpret the story wrong? Did I go to thousands of universes live on my stream and I found the same windmills populating in the background because your engine decided to randomize assets on every friggin' planet? You could blow it out your ass, Todd Howard. You don't have Phil Ness protecting you anymore. And I think it's hilarious that you keep talking about Elder Scrolls. I say shut the fuck up until you show it. Because I am sick of every time that Richard Simmons looking motherfucker gets out there and yaps his mouth. He's dropping Elder Scrolls like, oh yeah, we're working on Elder Scrolls. Shut the fuck up. Sorry for my French. It's late night. It's midnight. Like, just shut up. I don't understand it. Every time he sits there, he talks about Elder Scrolls. Show the bitch. Stop talking about it. I don't give a shit how many people you got work on it. I don't give a shit you got the janitors working on the goddamn game. Shut up. Fix your bootleg Starfield, bitch. And then show Elder Scrolls and launch that. I don't give a shit. Every time he talks. They announced Elder Scrolls. Dude, yo, this is how jank-ass shit Todd Howard is. This is what they're doing. I hope Asha goes in. Asha, I give you, go in there and rip his Richard Simmons fro out of his head. He's stealing your money, Asha. Asha, Todd Howard is taking your money. Between Rare Honey and Todd Howard Bethesda, dude, that's where your money's going, Asha. Asha, listen to me. That man's taking your money. That man is taking your money. He's glazing you with Elder Scrolls. That shit gonna come out with 20 loading screens. Asha, get in there. Asha, get in there. Get off your AI. You got to go in there and fix that stuff. You got to go in there and I like Elder Scrolls, but I'm sick of him talking about it. I am sick of him talking about it. And every time he's talking about, every time he's interviewed, he's against Starfield and Elder Scrolls, and we're all working on Elder Scrolls. Yo, you want to see how wild this shit is? Watch this.
Excited about. But
this was E3. That's how long ago. E3. 7 years ago.
We're also building toward the game after that.
This is Starfield announcement.
About. But we're also building toward the game after that.
After Starfield.
And it's the one you keep asking about.
Yo. Yo.
Game over.
Thank you. Thanks. Excited about. But we're also building toward the game after that.
Is that a deal?
No, I keep losing at deals, and I don't want to make a deal anymore. I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bags.
Yo. What a mess, Dan. What a disaster. What a friggin' mess. Insane. Hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. We're gonna go to the second topic. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, but every time he gets on there, dude. Every time he gets an interview, Todd Howard name drops Elder Scrolls. It's like, don't see that train wreck of Starfield and the crazy eyes and all that other stuff. That's right. Those people have children graduating college now, dude. They thought they were gonna play that game in a few years. 7 years, dude. And he launched Starfield in 23, and he's been talking about Elder Scrolls for 7 years. Insane. And then he's sitting here now saying the whole team work, and he's talking about scalability. Yo. When you announced Elder Scrolls, it was the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. What are you talking about? Scale? This is probably because you've been working on it for 7 friggin' years. You're talking about scale. Scaling it for low thing. Dude, they said the same thing with the other thing, they said the same thing for Sea of Thieves. The scalability. Well, talking about scale, grinders, hit that like button. Let's see what's going on with Crimson Desert here. There's a lot of the reviews went out today, but something is amok. Something is confusing. Something is not clear.
Dusty Ben asked Phil is
Oh my god, there you go.
Dusty Ben asked Phil is Starfield exclusive? Phil says no, no, no. I said no, red bitch. It's all coming.
Man, when Phil told Dusty Ben that Starfield's not exclusive. Oh man, that was fun. But anyway, that closes the Starfield thing. Am I gonna play Starfield on PlayStation? No. Did I play enough of it on PC to know that I don't want to play it anymore? Yes. And yeah, I'm not interested in Starfield. Not a happy birthday present. On my birthday, I don't care. I'm not playing Starfield. I don't care what PlayStation enhancements or whatever it does. Like, that game was dull and boring. And I don't know, well, unless they removed all the loading screens, but still, I just think they can add all the DLC they want. That game, you could see it broke. You could just see the pop in and all that other shit of all the randomness of the stuff. It was not a No Man's Sky, not even close. And if I ever wanted that fix, I'll go play No Man's Sky. So, speaking about massiveness and openness, Crimson Desert reviews dropped today. That's right, Granddad Pup. Yeah, maybe they should have let us explore the gas giants. Yeah, it was now you could fly in space now, and there's actually combat. Dude, they basically added the features of No Man's Sky. Now you could actually fly around space and fight something. Dude, it was all menus before. Craziness. I really don't, yeah. I do not recommend Starfield. Listen, if you like Bethesda games and all that other stuff, then probably enjoy it, but I'll see what he does with Elder Scrolls. I'm not going back to Starfield. Ray Chi says, average Starfield player is 500 hours playing. I can confirm it's trash. Average Death Stranding player, I played a max of 5 hours, and it wasn't for me. But indeed, it was a masterpiece of PlayStation. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. Like, that's the thing. Like, you know, you could say the game is just not, you know, for you, but you could see the potential there. I did not see the Starfield potential. It wasn't like, oh, this is not for me. I'm like, this is not for anybody, because it was, the game broke. Like, after playing No Man's Sky, like, you see exploration, you see the world change. You could fly around on the planet and land at specific points and investigate and terraform and drill into the ground and see underground caves, and then fly to another planet and do the same thing. And there's resource gathering and there's mission. Like, and you felt like you were landing on a planet with like an alien planet. Like, yo, something goes on here. These animals are living there. Dude, there was nothing in Starfield. It would spawn in front of you, like these enemies that would just, like, nothing looked like it lived there. It looked like it was just a geo rock planet. It looked like a rock planet, and they would just have spawning assets from the game engine. It was completely took you out of the game. And I have the stream. You go watch it. I landed on every planet. I tried to do exploration, and that's where the whole game was supposed to be out. It was nothing. It was boring. You could see the game gaming. That's right. You could see it gaming. You could just see, like, oh yeah, let's put an enemy there. But that, yeah, I wouldn't call that average hours. But man, shout out to you, Rachie. But yeah, it completely did not. The fact that No Man's Sky existed, if I ever had that fix, I say go play that. And those are some serious updates for free that they've given in No Man's Sky. And it's online nonetheless. You could, and it's in VR nonetheless as well. So, like, it fixes every fix of, if you want a space exploration game, No Man's Sky got it. Starfield ain't it. So now, yes, Wild Wolf, that's the thing. So one of the things so right now it's sitting at an 81. Let me refresh this and see. And I was going through some of the reviews. And listen, I think, like many of us, when we saw the Crimson Desert stuff, the game looks like it hits like every friggin' beat, man. It has mechs in it. It has dragons in it. The combat looks crazy. The exploration looks crazy. The things you do, the things you can do, the world, the exploration. It like, they showed a lot of, like, it just kind of hits like, it's like a game of games. And yeah, maybe somebody approaches with like, hey, it's too ambitious, it's too much. Maybe it's incohesive because it's just trying to do, like, they're throwing every open world aspect in a game, and you could just kind of make it your own in a sense. I like it. I like something that hits on every niche. You know what I mean? Just going around. It's something refreshing, something cool. Yeah. Granddad Pup, I don't even know what happened to Clockwork Revolution. I don't know. That game looks cool, but who knows? Again, this is Microsoft, but they got Jason Ronald walking around talking about a next gen console, and we're asking, where are the games, right? Where's Clockwork? Where's State of K3? Where's the new Gears? Where's all the stuff? Oh, wait to June. You didn't wait. You announced Project Helix. It's not. They gave dev kits are coming out next year. You have no problem announcing that, like, friggin' a year and 2 years early, but heaven forbid we talk about the games that people want to play right now. Exactly. That's them. They announced new hardware. Anybody asking about games? No. They're talking about, like, is it a PC or a console? Nobody asking about Clockwork. That game looks cool, though. So, I'm excited about Clockwork. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, I would like to see more of that stuff. Like, that's what they get. Like, show the game. Show it. Show the games and get people excited about your platform, about your services, about your stuff. You know? They're releasing 4 big games this year. Let's talk about them, right? They're talking about new hardware. I don't get it. So, we got to wait to June showcase. Wait to June. I think that's where all it's going to show. We'll see how that goes. Booty's first one with Asha. Who knows? But the reviews came out today, but one of the things, you know, it's sitting around 80. It's not a 87, 90 where it's going to be like this game hit. It definitely is sitting around some of the issues and, you know, just some of the stuff that people were saying were like, you know, so let's look at some of the high ones and stuff like that. But before I go through the reviews, one of the things that there's an issue is that the console reviews did not go out. They all really 4 in a week. Yeah. The console. So these are only for PC reviews. Which, yeah, the console reviews. This guy gave a 5 out of 5. New benchmark for style, open world experience. DualShockers says it's simply one of the biggest games I've ever played with an astonishing amount of high quality content, an absurd amount of complex puzzles, which I think that's, you know, people complain about the puzzles. World is so gigantic, close to seeing everything after 100 hours of playtime. While the story isn't the best, some of the bosses seem downright unfair. These flaws do diminish Crimson Desert, an absolute marvel, one of the best open world games on the market. I'm not clicking on Generation on Xbox. Level Up says Crimson one of the most ambitious games in a long time. Expansive is ambitious. A lack of focus, overly complex systems, and slow demanding progression make the experience feel overwhelming and times exhausting. It's a game of extremes, deeply immersive and rewarding for those who invest the time. I know, Josh, that's the thing. It's similar to Cyberpunk, where Cyberpunk put out the reviews on PC, but not on the consoles, and they got all their high scores or their decent scores, and then when it came out on consoles, like PlayStation removed it from the store. Now, I pre-ordered it. I just pre-ordered it yesterday. So, a mediocre plot, but it releases tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, I think, at 6. Stunning graphics, great gameplay, excellent music carry the game. So let's get to some of the medium reviews. Tom's Guide. Story's pretty average. Beginning can be brutal, but if it's the kind of person who loves big sandbox adventures, this is one worth the ride. Hobby Consoles. Review in Spanish. Man, a lot of Spanish reviews here. Gaming Bolt. 8 out of 10. Crimson Desert expansive as promised, dwarfing pretty much every other open world game with its scale. Its content doesn't always stick the landing, but combat shines. That's big. I like combat. GameSpot. It might not always be the most cohesive game, mixing high fantasy with steampunk and sci-fi, but there's nothing quite else like it. I can't help but be impressed at how little restraint Pearl Abyss shown in commitment to delightful absurdity. In some respects, Crimson Dead might be too good to be true, but it's a world worth getting lost in. Eurogamer gave it a 3. Vast world with even vaster array MMO-like activities mixed with glittering fidelity in Crimson Desert, but what's good is without much character, texture, or charm. Here comes some of the low ones. As it stands on release, the best parts of Crimson Desert are buried under the deep layers of absurdity, so they didn't like the incohesiveness. It's huge, beautiful. So I'm just trying to look for like trends, right, as you're going through this. Combat feels clunky. So he says combat feels clunky, especially when facing off against one of the many frustrating bosses. So that's another comment here about frustrating bosses. It feels like there's a little reward for exploration. Wanted to like this, left me feeling empty. So going through the highest and the lowest, you could get the sense of, first off, it's a massive world, right? It's a massive, large world. Secondly, it sounds like that you could get lost in it. It does a lot of many things, but it also can get lost in its many things. This review, Game Informer, kind of highlights here. Let's see. Combat seems good, but then some people say combat can be clunky, but it seems to be more about when you're fighting enemies like the bosses, which may be cheap. The story doesn't seem to be the strongest point of the game, and it definitely seems that the combat's there, the open world and exploration there, but not a lot of the systems and things like that are explained. And some of it hits, some of it doesn't. Number of things to see and do in Crimson Desert is utterly overwhelming. There's a real sense of discovery baked into the fabric of the world that's unbelievably compelling. The quiet moments as I roam through the lands, by far my favorite. Discovering a sentient tree, hat, steal some, or stumbling into a Spirit Knight boss that, when defeated, unlocked wild new weapon ability. Oh, so there's actually a reward for that one. When I like that emergent kind of combat thing where you just kind of just going around and you fight somebody and you get something. These moments of surprise, one that make Crimson Desert shine. But outside of that, unfortunately, the game often feels like it's simply stretched too far thin. Take combat. The game's action combat initially feels frantic and intense, in line with straight-up action game, getting drastically more interesting late in the game when you've unlocked a wide array of skills. But before you reach that point where everything's locked, it's tedious. Each enemy you kill typically has a short execution animation that plays out, something that's not bothersome against a few enemies. But enemies become aggravating when you try to take over an area fighting 40 enemies. This makes taking over bases a slog. While there's a handful of enjoyable, challenging bosses, there's just so many, if not more, miserable affairs. So it sounds like there's an execution animation that plays out. Every time you finish somebody, they do an execution. Bosses have huge, wide-range attacks, very short windows for when you can cause damage, compounding small arenas that plaster a big return to battle arena warning if you stray too far in the wrong direction. They want you to explore and find the best artifacts to upgrade his stats and buy new combat. If you're not upgrading anything accordingly, you'll easily get beaten into the ground by bosses, but without a tangible stat or leveling up system. It's hard to tell if you're prepared for the bosses. So I can see that's where that frustrating bosses thing shows up. Definitely. See, Raichi says like it feels more like Breath of the Wild than Far Cry. Oh, definitely. It sounds definitely more of that kind of emergent stuff. Like you don't know if you're able to fight somebody. They say they have the most frustrating boss battles I've ever counted. Except for a handful that was, do we need reviewer mode? Like, I don't know. See, this is where things get awry here. Like, these frustrating battles, is that because the game is a little challenging and they need reviewer mode? You know what I mean? Because remember, we get these reviewers now that want easy mode where they just walk through boss battles and progress through their game. You know, we don't know. But I agree. That's the big, we'll get to that. There's a healing system. He can heal with food and inventory. Meals are cooked on bonfires. Bosses make you blow through your food items, meaning you're constantly on the hunt for new food, spending hours gathering items and cooking them. There lies the crux of my major issues. How much of the game feels like it's simply wasting your time? I played the game for 100 hours. That's probably should have been more like 50 to 60. Because with cooking, nearly every facet of the game feels intentionally designed to drag things out. The lack of easy fast travel gets truly aggravating. But then I heard that there is fast travel, but it's just not well explained. Right in between quests, locations, you solve puzzles to unveil abyss artifacts. Similarly, you want to upgrade your gear there. So what do they give it here? That feels like a 7. Now, where's Digital Foundry's thing? Where's Digital Foundry's? Because Digital Foundry now. So this is the thing. No, so these are all on PC. Oh, this guy reviewed.
If you're like me, then you probably get the Laundry Day scaries.
Who's this guy? Best
In fact,
Buy.
I can't wait for Laundry Day to be.
I think it will.
Now, these are the specs. This is not it. Where's their hands-on? Whoa, what is this? Do they have to
Okay, then, so we're going to close this direct by bringing in John to talk about our latest big
Let's
project.
see what these guys got to say.
Crimson Desert on consoles, an eagerly awaited video / piece of content. And
so, like, Digital Foundry again is the only one that got they got a console version of this game. That's what it sounds like. It sounds so. Before we get into the console version, because this is where the whole like craziness comes about. Like, we don't have console reviews now. These are only PC reviews. Cyberpunk did the same thing. So a lot of people are caught off guard. So because Cyberpunk did the same thing, I'm going to put a Grindhouse poll. Crimson Desert? Yes, or let me see. Wheat or sale. There you go. Put a poll out there, grinders. Are you getting Crimson Desert? Yes, no, or waiting for sale, or I should put nothing. So, no is the answer there. Like, you know, if you want to just say not getting it at all, there. Magnets here say it won't be for everyone. Like Kingdom Come, yeah, I love Kingdom Come Deliverance too. If to you, you'll probably, you know, if that's for you, you probably love it. If not, you'll probably hate it. It's probably buggy right now. He also says, how long did these guys play for it? Watching Fighting Cowboys review, he sums up pretty good. It's not a game you can rush through. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. So looking at the reviews, again, I pre-ordered it because I like what I've seen. I pre-ordered it, and reading the reviews and stuff, like, again, I'm not sure how it's gonna run on. Like, I got the Pro. Like, I think the Pro may be okay with it, but again, we haven't seen it on base consoles. And the fact that they don't have the reviews out for the consoles and they got the PC one, people got burnt already with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk did the same way. They got their high scores out there because of that, and then they didn't do the consoles, and it turned out the console versions were busted. And that, it was so busted that PlayStation took the console version from their store. Xbox still sold it because they could sell jank. They don't care about their customer. Sony took it out of their store saying, we're not going to sell this until they fix it. Patches galore. They put it back. Years later, fixes later, Cyberpunk had a redemption, and now it's great. So now we're in the same situation here. Also, too, there was like some PR stuff where their dev and stuff was going on Twitter, kind of like, you know, people were challenging this thing, and he was still like being snarky and shit. I don't know. I didn't follow any of that stuff, but following the game, I just heard about that. There was a gameplay for the PS5 in Japan, the Japan one. Yeah, I don't really trust Digital Foundry. The fact that they got this thing, like, is this an exclusive for them? Let's just hear what they got to say a little bit. I didn't see this.
I guess we've got some stories to tell about the content.
What's going
We've got
on?
some insights to have about the console version.
So this is the PS5
game.
Pro.
Ultimately, John, people were just really, really excited by this game I think to an unprecedented degree. It's caught me completely by surprise, but, you know, the game is amazing, isn't it? And I guess the good news, at least from the PlayStation 5 professional perspective, is that I guess the promise has been met, right?
Yeah, oh my gosh, Rich, I don't even know where to start with this. This is just... So, I mean, I was aware of this game. I paid somewhat of attention to it, but I didn't fully grasp, like, what they were trying to do, and I didn't really expect them to be able to deliver what they've done here. So, going into this with a surprise, for me, was, like, a mind-blowing experience. But before I talk about that, first, like, the way that we got access to this was just crazy, in that they basically offered us a chance to check out the console version. They actually flew somebody over here to give me that opportunity to spend time with it. So that was really, really unprecedented, I would say. And
what? Whoa.
Very, very calm down to this. A bump in the road comes.
Yo, what is gaming going? What is going on here?
I won't be coming back until Saturday when you leave. She's gonna try to stop me, but she can't run in those little high heels. Never see.
Yo, they sent this man a play. They sent this guy. They showed up at his house. They flew somebody to, like, what? What are we doing here? What do you mean? They sent a stripper to his house to play this game. What? They sent some person shows up at his door saying, you want to play a game? Like, what the hell? That is some weird shit. That weird. Dude, the guy flew with the PlayStation. That is weird.
And
literally turning up at your house.
They came to my house with the game. It's like, remember those old commercials for the Wii, where they would be like, we would like to play, and they show up at your door, and it's like, that's literally how this went. And it was just
wow.
Okay, yeah, and you didn't, Listen, I think they gave them the exclusive. That's what I think. I think that was how they handled the exclusive. This guy didn't just show up at his house. I was like, let's go, dog. You want to play a game?
Juicy, dirty, juicy, dirty, juicy. On that bitch, Xbox, juicy.
Honestly, incredible to really get chance.
Well, I don't know. Did they hold you up at gunpoint or something like that? Like sitting there going, you like it? You like it? You like it? You like what you see? You like it? You like it? All right, where's the bathroom? You like it? You like it? You want some tea? You want some coffee? I'm hungry. Let's order some food. You like it? You like it? You like it?
Spend with it. And again, I didn't know what to expect. And then what I've experienced here is,
oh my God, Game Newell shows up at his house, dude.
possibly the most impressive open world environment I've ever seen in any game ever. Like this is on the last time I could experience something like this was maybe Red Dead Redemption 2, and this goes a step further in the sense that you're given like unprecedented
Is this the
freedom
pro?
to do whatever
Is this what the guy let you share?
the heck you want. Like even right out of the gate, like within the first hour, I was like, all right, I need to see what this world is about. And I do this sometimes. He set a waypoint on the other side of the map and said, let's just go. Usually in games.
Let's see. What are those prompts down there? All right. We got square. We got circle. So that is PlayStation map.
That's like, 30 minutes of walking or
holy
like
crap,
running or
it is
whatever. You see some things along the way, but it's not like insane. This is a game that to reach this final point of my journey, it took like 4 or 5 hours. Like it was, and so much happened along the way. Like it starts off like looking vaguely Witcher-ish, like Western fantasy, and then next thing you know, there's like giant robot insects and orcs with guns fighting each other on a hill. And then you're in some like weird castle thing. And then, oh, now I'm in a rainforest at night in a giant storm being attacked by bandits. And then, oh, now I'm climbing on this giant spire. And then here's this huge desert encampment. And you climb up this tower. And the tower is so high that it takes just like 20 minutes to reach the top. And you look out and you're like, what even is this? And then there's flying things. There's the world in the sky. There's like caves. There's just things happening all over. The fights are like wild and kinetic and action driven. And like the camera work around it, like I say in my video that it's like, you feel like the medieval John Wick, because you're just dispatching enemies, and like they do this stuff with just a little bit of slow motion and like dynamic camera angles to make it feel so impactful.
You're fighting
like
right
when
at the circus.
Hold the triangle button, you kick a dude off the cliff. The way the camera pulls back with a little bit of slow-mo, and his trail of blood follows him as he goes flying over the edge, collapsing to the ground, and then the camera snaps back in.
Yo, I don't know.
It's
The
like,
guy behind
how the
them
heck?
right there.
And it's just
like, yeah, you're saying the good stuff.
Just this constant stream of moments where you're like, how did they do this? Right? And it's a game where it's just like you can climb anything, you can attack anything, you can create chaos, you can follow the rules, you can follow the story.
Yeah, that's right. Hold pause, major pause. Davis, if it was coming from the other ones, it was coming from that other guy. It's coming from the one, the only dependable one, but it is Digital Foundry, and this does sound like a Digital Foundry glaze. But, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's right, Corey. 2 eyeballs. So what I'm telling you right now is like, I'm not listening to him. I'm seeing the game. If it was just him in his head like this talking, I would say, yo, grinders, hold. But they're showing gameplay. So I'm trying to watch with my 2 eyeballs and seeing what I like. Try to just watch.
Going into a giant town and like threatening everybody, and then getting into a huge.
All right.
With,
There we go. Back to the gameplay.
Okay-ish.
Not for the glazing. Oh shit! Now they got an ad coming up.
Building your app on base 44.
It's pretty clean image quality. And
all right, grind
it's
this.
very, very stable at 40, like most of the time.
Whoa!
Because in the performance mode, there's
whoa!
Great ass!
Whoa! What number? What number? Whoa! 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 Slip that in there. Pause. Whoa! Grinders. The digital digital foundry just like. Whoa! 40 most of the time. Whoa! What is this? I never heard them hype up 40 before. Oh! Whoa. I think that guy's still there. I think there's the guy still, he's hiding behind there.
Some areas where, yeah, when you activate like 50 NPCs and they're all running around and things are going crazy, it absolutely dips. I featured that whole section on Bug Hill in my video for a reason, where it's just a giant battle ensuing around you and there's tons of stuff happening and the frame rate does plummet there. But like, I feel like most of the moment-to-moment gameplay is a stable 60 or 40 or 30, depending on which mode you want.
Okay.
That you're willing to overlook that, right? Like, it's one of those cases where I look at games like either you have performance problems and they happen kind of all the time, but like up and down, or you have a game where the performance problems only arise in areas where it kind of makes sense, where things get so busy or crazy where you're like, okay, this actually makes sense. And it's those moments I can be more forgiving because you
Something's not sitting right here, Grinders. I get this weird aura coming from you. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you something. We're going to cut a deal here. Grinders. Ready? Because you are true Grinders. Yeah, I know. Something, I get a little bit of a wash of digital foundryness. What do you mean? Well, wait a second. Let me just tell you something here. Hit that like button, Grinders. I'm going through with it. All right. So I'm going to get the game and I will stream it for you. So hold off. You could come here to the Gaming Grindhouse, and when it launches, I'm going to try to go live tomorrow night. I'll try to do it, and then we could play it. I got it on the Pro, and we'll check it out. I'm going to take one for the Grindhouse. Hold on, I'm going to take, because I got to do this for you guys, because I feel like we need a deglazing. And if I can help you guys make a buying decision, I'm doing it. All right, so I'm not gonna be here saying not gonna pre-order because I like it. Listen, there's some games that got 90s and shit like that. Everybody loved them. I bought them and I didn't play it. I was like, this is boring. I'll tell you I'll tell you Deathloop. I really didn't care for Deathloop that much. Monster Hunter Wilds, dude, that was my depressing game of last year, right? Like I didn't care for it too much. I like the Defiance, the two. I mean the Kingdom Come too. So I pre-ordered already. I could cancel the pre-order, but I want to at least do a service for the Grindhouse because I feel like we'll know tomorrow when people are buying it, and I'm gonna get it, and then we'll see. So, because I'm interested in the game, I'm still playing it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a shot. It's not like I need more games. Like I could go play Resident Evil and do this stuff, but I want to I want to say it. I'm interested in this. So, I'm just going to stick with it. I'm not going to, even though there's definitely things that there's some weird shit. Like even what he's saying right now too, like, oh, there's areas while I understand it and stuff. Yo, what do you mean? Like when you guys review those games, man, it drops like 3 frames, and you're like, it drops 3 frames here when you go into the town, and it's like, now he's like, I'm just willing to forgive it. So it definitely sounds like they got under the table handoff here. I just want to see the footage. The Digital Foundry glaze, I feel like, is in full effect. So they're not persuading me either way, but I am liking what I'm seeing. So that's basically what it is.
Just see what they're trying to do at scale here, and it's like, all right, that I can forgive this. I see what's going on.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. I've never heard this before. You forgive the frame rate drops. Is that Digital Foundry's process moving forward? So I guess we could just throw out performance things from Digital Foundry moving forward because we just forgive them. They're there, but we forgive them. See what I mean? I'm not liking my ears are not liking what my eyes are seeing. Like, oh, here. I don't like my ears don't like. I don't like this glaze coming from Digital Foundry. I don't know. Like, I think he's the better one out of all of them. But there's something's not sitting right. Something's a little off. It's not against the game or the stuff, but the fact that we don't have console reviews and PC reviews first, and you know they're hitting around an 80. These console games would come in. We could be Cyberpunk 2.0 right now. So I don't know, but I do feel there's something weird, dude. There's something weird because that means that like your performance modes, when you say, oh, it went from 60 to 53, we got frame rate drops here. Oh, where's the forgiveness? Where's the forgiveness? He's over here talking like the Pope. Oh, we forgive them. It's an open world game. There's bugs. So this is nothing against the game. But somebody got greased, I think. Somebody got a little handies. I think the guy's still in the room hiding over there. Something going down. Do we forgive them? I'm not watching any more performance reviews then. I don't give a shit about Digital Foundry performance. I'm just going to be like, oh, forgive them.
Here, there's a lot happening. So
right. One point of clarification is that your build has first gen PSSR, but the actual retail build apparently will have PSSR 2. That kind of indicates really, I think the console versions are coming in quite late. We don't have traditional review code in the sense that we get given like.
Whoa! Wait a second. I see a glaze. Grinders. Hold on, I gotta put this in my glaze detector. Hold on, wait a second. I think we're gonna have a new glaze. Wait a second, I just saw something. I have to put this through the glaze detector.
We'll have PSSR 2. That kind of indicates really, I think the console versions are coming in.
The consoles are coming in later. But then I got to put this through there's something here.
Quite late. We don't have traditional.
Oh shit! Yo! Processing! Put it in the Grindhouse detector. Hold on. Calculating. Calculating. PlayStation. Oh shit! Oh, it's confirmed. Oh, we got glazing going on. Triple glazes. Oh man, it's going off the charts. It's going off the charts. The glaze machine is going crazy. The glaze machine is overloaded. Oh shit. Yo, I don't know if the stream can continue. Oh, it's going crazy. Shut it down. 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 Woo! Holy crap. Whoa. Whoa. I got smoke coming out of my machine. Oh man, the smoke 110% confirmed. The Digital Foundry's been glazed.
review code in the sense that we get given like redeem codes for the stores and we just play off there. Some dude from Korea needed to turn up to give you a console to actually play the game on. And it's not the final game, but very, very close to it. So I think, yeah, that's going to be...
Wait, did he say some dude from Korea showed up with the console? Oh, shit. Yo.
Interesting to see.
This is some wild shit.
The PSSR 1 versus PSSR 2 upgrade there, because if the base resolution in performance mode is 1080p, then PSSR 2 should do a much better job than PSSR 1.
Yeah.
What? Talk about the game. Stop with the PSSR. Anyway, let's forgive them. I'm going to forgive them for every drop.
And it does help a ton. It's crazy to see that this can exist. The only thing I will say, and I think some people will pick up on this, and it bothered me a little at first, but there are some visual artifacts as a result of some of the techniques they're doing. Of course, there's the ray tracing stuff, ray tracing everywhere, RTGI and RT reflections, and in some of it feels like they're, and this applies to the whole game. It feels like they aren't aware of industry best practices and just said, "What the heck, just do whatever." And that's how I feel about the whole game. And it includes like they put their lighting in situations that are so extreme where you're like, man, like this, it takes guts to like do it this way. Like when you have a ray traced GI system and you allow the player to enter a completely black room and it's just your light source in there, like it's going to reveal some of the flaws, right? And that absolutely happens, but it's worth it, I think, because like yesterday I was walking into a house at night in the game and I realized there was like a soft pale light of the window frame being cast on a wall across the room. This large, very soft, diffuse shadowed glow from the moonlight coming in through the window. And I can't recall ever actually seeing.
Sorry, but yeah, that big ass mug just showed up, dude. Yo, he's like, yo, that mug just never ended. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh out loud with that mug, dude. That mug just shows up out of nowhere up top, man. I gotta watch more gameplay. I don't want to hear this, dude. Dude, watch the guy up top, man. Was freaking the mug just shows up, this big ass mug, the fucking cauldron
from the moonlight coming in through the window.
Yo, he's trying to hide his going like, he's trying to hide his bullshit. He's like, yo, he's like, the Xbox glaze and the
recall ever actually seen a game where like,
all right, enough of the glaze. What we're doing here.
The problem is like on some edges, it creates artifacts. Either you can see where it breaks down a little bit, or you get some extra aliasing that seems a little bit off. Essentially, you can see the drawbacks to using that system.
Hit the like button, grinders,
I still think
man.
it's
We're
worth
going
using because it overall gives the game this like extreme level of detail that's like so granular and so deep.
Let's see what this is.
More on that for sure. But this kind of stuff you'll see it. But I don't know. I mean, I what can I say? I think it's pretty darn great.
It looks good.
I'm very curious to see how it runs on the other consoles. Pearl Abyss did release that spec sheet revealing that PS5 and Xbox Series X also.
Oh man, I'll tell you one thing, man. Booster's in trouble. They better not review this on Booster.
Oh no! We suck again!
Dude, the Series S got ray tracing turned off. They got the characters turned off. They turned off the trees, the bushes. Dude, you're gonna be walking around. It's gonna be not Crimson Desert, it's gonna be desert. That Booster edition. Oh man, Series S.
We got plenty of Turbo Man's faithful Saber-tooth Tiger Booster.
Oh, Booster. Booster, they got everything turned off. They got take the trees out of there. It's just called Desert. Because that's what it's going to be on the Series S. It's going to be called Desert.
Modes and ray tracing. It's only Series S that has 2 modes and no ray tracing.
Oh, they got no trees too.
Based on what I saw on the PC version, disabling ray tracing, it does have a noticeable impact on visual quality, but it doesn't like ruin it.
Right? We asked, we can work out, we said to Pearl Abyss, we can work out what the console equivalent settings are, but obviously we see those console settings as your optimized settings for a fixed platform.
lacking the upgraded PSSR. And the PC version does have some bugs that are kind of funny, that do make the testing not 100% easy always.
It's going to take 100 hours if you're walking that slow with the friggin' horse.
And I'm very, very happy that they did.
Oh, damn, look at that. That was crazy.
I do get the exact same feeling John had.
Dude, that is wild. That looks damn good. Yo, my eyes, like, listen. My eyes are liking what I'm seeing, Grinders. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And then we're going in. We're going in, man. We're going ham. I was hyped for this game. Let's go. If I got fooled and the shit's busted, then we'll bust their ass. Pause. But you want to know what? For the Grinders, I'm doing it for the Grinders. You need to know the truth. If you can't get it from the bogus ass media, at least you can get it from me. I will stream this game and I will tell you what I think and how it do. And if you don't like it, I don't care. I didn't make it. If you don't like it, don't like it. If you like it, like it. It is what it is. But I'm gonna take one for the Grinders. Because I like what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit here and just, yell at the screen and be like, and wait for a sale. So I ordered it. You know what? We'll see. I'm not telling anybody else to pre-order it. If you want to hold off and wait, I'll stream it live from the Pro. And we'll see what it does. I can't help you with the other one. I could try. I can't stream from over there with the PlayStation, from a base PlayStation, but I could take a look at it. I'll see how it runs on a base PlayStation. For those that don't have a Pro, I'll download it on my other PlayStation and give it a run through and see how it goes. So you got some homework here, the Grindhouse. Do for you. Hit those like buttons. We'll do it here. I know. See, Wild Wolf, I don't know what's going down, man. I don't know. Like, we don't have button prompts on this thing. Looks like the PC version there. I'm not getting no Helix. I got Helix, right? I don't know, man. There's red flags, a lot of red flags. Hey, I got screwed with Cyberpunk. So, you win some, you lose some. I bought Cyberpunk, I got a physical, and yeah, that game busted ass. I never played it. But but I think, reviews and all this other shit, like, I'm just going to stream it. Like, I'm going to get it. And you guys can come here and check it out and see what you think. And I'll give you no horse shit. Because I'm a consumer just like you. Nobody flew out. Nobody knocking on my door, handing me PlayStations with games on them. I'm not going out to rooftop parties. I buy up my own friggin' money with the Grindhouse. And I'll share it with you. And you can get impressions. So, yeah, we'll test this out tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I'll try to see if I get man, I got some stuff going down, dude. But I want to try. I would get it out there. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Again, I don't have no frame rate counters and shit, but but we'll play it. But yeah, there's something, but something's not, or something is off. I have to say, like, not even just not the PlayStation, like the PlayStation reviews or the console reviews. Booster is a lost cause. Series S, you know what you're getting into. You're lucky the game turns on. There's gonna be no trees, no water. It'll be desert. On the Series S is gonna be hilarious to watch, but the Series X though and the PlayStation 5 base, we need to see what they're doing on that thing, and the fact that they got the PC reviews at first, we'll see. They may be playing this marketing scam a little bit too much, but we'll see what it does. I've had worse channels here. The PlayStation Taiwan channel is showing the PC build. Look for it on YouTube. Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of the PC build. All the reviews that went out, captured on PC. This one did, I was looking at the map, and it was PlayStation prompts. This one here. Like, when he went to the map. But again, map. Like, you could see down here.
And I do this.
These are PlayStation buttons, but you could also be playing, X, square, circle. So this here is PlayStation, but that's not gameplay, so. But I don't know. But yeah, you're right, Crooked. Like, I'll be surprised if it is another Cyberpunk there. It could be just the way that they're very protective of this game, and they just kind of, their marketing, they're trying to, I don't know. I have no clue. I'm not making excuses for it because really the drama, the whole bullshit, like I just know that why the console review's not out yet. They did the PC first. It's sitting around 81, 82. Like again, I'm not sure if this is going to be the game of the year, but Resident Evil's been friggin' incredible. But who gives a shit about game of the year? If it's a fun game, it does a lot of crazy things. It's open world. It sounds like it does a lot of things. And was it a master? A task of many, but master of none. So we'll see. Denton says, Herman, Jez, come on my yacht. I have Jade, Sarah, Lulu. Say hello, ladies. Yeah, that's right. That could be PC prompts. Yeah, if they had a PlayStation control plugged into a PC, that too. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Games, that's like,
I don't know, but do I buy it on PC instead? I already put it on PlayStation, so I got my play. I'll just keep it there. It does PSSR too, so we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be called just Desert, Granddad. But Grinders, hit that like button. It's late. I'm gonna head to bed, but let's see what your poll said here. Let's end the poll now. Yeah, maybe, Davis, maybe. Let's see what the Grinders say. Whoa. Are you getting Crimson Desert? 45 said yes. 45% said yes. 29% said no. Wait for sale, 26% out of 87 votes. Dude, I said we use our eyeballs. It looks good. If there's a whole bunch of games and bugs and crashes, like that's the worst. If it crashes and shit, like, that's where, we'll come back here. But I'm getting it. We'll play it, see what it goes. I'll give you my impressions of it. And yeah, I'm sure this is going to be a big conversation piece. And also the whole cyberpunk thing that we've been through already. So yeah, but there definitely is a little shady stuff going on. I'm not going to say not. Like, there's definitely some weird things going on, whether they're being very protective of it. And Digital Foundry seemed glazed over. So again, just using them for their visuals here. But Grindhouse, thank you. Let's see what we got here for our likes here. Did we hit over 100? I know it's late. It's late house Grindhouse. But yeah. Oh, we're 7 away from 100 likes. Grinders, you did hit the milestone, so I'm gonna play your thing. Let's see if I got all the chats. I got all the chats there. Make sure I didn't get rid of those. But thank you so much for this late night Grindhouse. And we will be ready to cook with all these great games coming out. Hopefully this holds up and it's fun. And yes, come back to the Grindhouse and we'll play it here. So if you're in one of those 26%, wait for sales. Like, hopefully I'll help you make a decision there. And I'll be playing with the other 45%. And if you're a no, come check it out anyway. Gaming Grindhouse. I'll try to, get the content out there so you can see it for yourself on how it goes. But thank you again, Grinders. Awesome show. Check out Monday's show. We talked about the Helix and all that stuff with Kingthrash. And that was great. And I'll be hearing this song now for the first time, too. So, Grinders, thank you again. And here is your song. It is definitely Stuff. The name of this song, Grinders, Xbox Needs PlayStation So Bad. Thank you again, Grinders. Hit that like button, share it out. Hit that hype button. Hype button works. And thank you again. Subscribe to the Gaming Grindhouse. We are about 10 away from 3,200 Grinders. I should have said that about 2 hours ago, but I'll let you know. Thank you again.
Green box. Blue wave.
Oh, yeah.
Get some nugget on your face. Thought you never see a logo on that glossy white frame in your room. Now your squad's in the party all tango. Different jerseys in the same chat room. We were talking all the talk last summer. Now we run the belly crib. That's facts. You were laughing at a dry ass lunch. Now you're begging for the patch. Relax. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Got him sliding in the DMs. That's mad. Crossing over just to get that bag. Now the Starship docked on a blue tag pad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Whole fan war looking real sad. So sad. We all knew you double back. Now we booting up the game on a dual sense pad.
Oh, what a good one.
Blue scarf tucked on my hybrid makes my luck.
Banger.
I remember when you called it ours. Now you praying that we link up. You were flexing all that day one. Now the gate wide open. Come on in. Guess your favorite little space run shooter. Found a brand new galaxy to spin. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad, so bad. Got 'em sliding in the DM, that's mad. Crossing over just to get that bag. Now the Starship docked on a blue tag pad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad, so bad. Whole fan war looking real sad, real sad. You can cap or do the math. If it sells right here, then you know that's that. Who you trying to fool with the tough talk? Every suit in the room saw the chart drop. Now they want a taste of the storefront. Same game, new gang at the door front. We just laughing in the party chat mix it. Green check mark with a blue one, fix it. In the end, all the noise just adds. Cause the headline reads, yeah, they need us bad, so bad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad, so bad. Got 'em sliding in the DMs, that's mad. Crossing over just to get that bag. Now the Starship docked on a blue tag pad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Whole fan war looking real sad. Guess the troops out, no take back. We're the main quest now, better face that fact.
Banger. Banger, banger, banger. Thank you, Grinders. Exclusive music just for you. You earned that. Thank you again. Hit that like button. Hit that hype button. Subscribe. 10 away from 3,200 for a banger show. Thank you again, Grinders. Good night. Thanks for staying up late. Talk to you later. Good night.